That's about how I'm doing. But it's not about me. It's about everybody else. We have peeps here tonight to celebrate the 2 years of putting this thing together. And look at this. We're live in living stereoramic color. Like we're prepared or something. Oh. Yeah. Pretty much. Good. So let's maybe talk about these people who are here, huh? We got some people here. Oops. Right.
Episodes. But Brother Nico is back on the show with us. Brother Nico, how's it going tonight?
Hey, everyone. It's good. It's good. Glad it's Friday. So,
after Brother Nico, we had coming in to Iowa on bandwidth that was probably pulled by a sloth, but it is Rude Boy Kyle joining us. Kyle, how is it going?
I'm doing fine. Glad to be here, and congratulations on 2 years. And here to have a good drink and celebrate.
Yeah, no, great to have you on. And the last person to join us at this point, because who knows? This show's live. Who knows what could happen? The man who basically gobbled down a steak so that he could be here on time. And the person who's probably going to hate most of us by the end of this show. It is the Triple B Armorer, JS. Welcome back to the show.
Gentlemen, I will correct you. I am still gobbling down said steak because it's frickin' delicious. And 2, happy mother birthday. Anniversary. Whatever.
You know, I know we're
Just glad he
live.
censored himself there.
birthday
Yeah,
show. Yeah.
I was going to say, you know, I know we're live. Future Howard won't be editing this episode, but you know, he still gets the heart palpitations when the swear words drop. You know, that's how this goes.
We're gonna see how fast your beep finger is there, Howard.
The sad thing is, I don't have control of that. That'd be Kidder. He is the director on these live streams. So,
all right, Kidder, let's do this.
There is no bleep. There's no functionality. We don't have a delay. It is what it is.
I too like to live dangerously.
I will do my best at censoring myself, but once alcohol is involved, all bets are off.
And you have a couple of good
PG-13
ones
show.
too. I say JS has a couple good ones because I happen to know what's in his repertoire for tonight. So that's going to be a good one. Local Geek knows as well because he's the provider of said beverages. Yeah.
you know, instead of hinting at all these beverages, we should start cracking them open and get to everybody's favorite segment: what's on tap.
Well, that sounds like a great plan, and the person that needs a drink the most is JS Gunslinger.
That steak
What
is
am I-
looking, mighty drying.
He's got that
All right.
steak vein in his belly to start absorbing the alcohol right away.
All right, gentlemen, I got 3 in front of me. Which one are we on? I got the sour pickle cup. We got the mystery beer. We have the local Geeks brew, and we have a one that's been on the show before.
I think we got to go with the mystery brew.
All right.
I think we got to do that one right off the bat, man. You know, find out what's in there.
I'm just pulling it down enough so I don't have to drink duct tape.
So now this is the big secret because, again, Local Geek picked these up. Howard has one, I have one, and of course he has one. Brother Nico actually has one. He got the transporter and happened to get one himself.
That one's still in the fridge, though. That'll be, yeah.
I know there's citrus.
Rude Boy Kyle, he's make a quick trip over to the store. Get one
He
too.
could probably find
No,
them.
I ran to the store earlier.
Oh,
and,
you got one of these?
what? One of what? The mystery brews?
Yeah. One of
No,
these.
I don't have one of
Oh.
those, but
Okay.
I got
That is
something.
surprisingly not terrible.
Does it remind you of childhood?
No, it doesn't quite have enough sugar in it.
That's true.
Yeah.
It has 0 sugar, I believe.
I was a Kool-Aid and Mountain Dew child, so you know.
So if you had to guess what it is, what do you think it might be? This is the worst game that JS has ever played.
There's fake sugar in here. I know that. I can taste that.
Uh-huh.
There's a citrusy. I want to say a orange. I'm gonna go with orange and grapefruit.
Ooh. Interesting.
And
Do we do?
any thoughts on what it might be? I mean, you got a great flavor profile there. Do you, general brands maybe? I'm totally throwing it out there. Anything.
There's no Christmas tree, so I know it's not citrus IPA.
Correct. We've whittled down 30% of the beer market.
Yes. I don't see. Well, I don't know what our audience is right now, but I don't see the flag, a certain flag with colors on it. So I don't think it's that company.
Nope.
But what is blue?
It's
you
it's
sons of-
actually brewed or bottled and canned in Minnesota. Interestingly enough.
So that
Not-
would mean it is
Not any hint at all. That's the worst hint
Not
possible.
really, no.
It's not Liney's. Liney's is Wisconsin.
Think back to where you started the train.
New
where
Elgin.
Nope.
New.
This one's gonna make you want to slap somebody. So think of
Do we all have the same mystery beer, or are they
except for
different?
Rude Boy Kyle.
I'll tell you one
I don't have
more,
one.
JS. We all have the same mystery beer, and we all know what it is.
This was Local Geek's idea, just so you know.
And I randomly went out and bought 3 things at the local LC and randomly bought the mystery beer. Even though I didn't know that's what it was going to be. So
A good coincidence.
Well,
It was.
I don't think it's White Claw because it doesn't taste like TV static.
You're on the right path with
I like
that
that,
part
yeah.
of it. Now, the other part that you were talking about was your childhood. It reminded you a little bit of your childhood there. And maybe you had this for breakfast or maybe a lunch beverage snack. And we've talked about this on the show as well.
Oh God.
Comes in jugs. Yeah, I guess Purple Trank comes in jugs too. Thanks, Rude Boy.
It's Hawaiian Punch, isn't it?
You're very close. You're very
Damn it,
close. It's
dang
not
it.
it's not the Hawaiian, man. You want me to give it to him?
just
Yes,
end his
mostly-
suffering, please.
It's the Sunny
Sunny
D vodka seltzer.
Ah,
And
Nice.
thanks to Local Geek for not only the 4-pack that he spread amongst us, but also the duct tape and Sharpie on the one that JS has. But
Gitter handed me this the other day when I stopped by, and I was scared and excited at the same time.
There's a reason I gave you it tonight. Coach, gonna go with it just in case it was bad.
Yeah, you know, I saw Kidder drinking one of these the other day, but it just did not
Yeah,
dawn
right.
on me. Yeah.
It's funny because it's the first
Interesting.
time that I've seen him. So the description on here is, we took your favorite legendary orange flavor and added vodka to create a delightful drinking experience that tastes like you're sipping on sunshine. There's 95 calories in the can, 4.5% alcohol by volume. It is gluten-free, and there's no sugar added. Allegedly.
Should make a Tang variety.
I guarantee you there's aspartame
delicious.
in this.
Yeah, there's no actual listing of ingredients on the exterior box here, but I kept it for reveal
I like
purposes.
the design. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll guarantee you that there's some aspartame in this. I can about taste it. But
12 fluid ounces.
yeah.
Way to go, JS.
Hopefully it'll only be minor migraine tonight.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. Like, where did it go? I had to find it. What else is in here? Oh, there's 95 calories. I think we mentioned that. 2 grams of carbohydrates. No fat, no protein. It does contain alcohol. No sales under 21. And again, canned by the American Beverage Corporation in Cold Spring, Minnesota. You can find them online at sunnydcocktails.com. Please recycle.
And I just pulled up the website. An interesting side note: there are no artificial sweeteners in it per their website. However, they do use stevia.
That's
how
what
they
it is.
That's how they obtain their sweetness.
That's what it is. Interesting.
You know, I have to say,
No migraines for me. Yay.
More drinking. The first sniff off the top, it does smell very much like Sunny D regular juice.
When you crack open the plastic little 12-ouncer that you used to have, and
Yep. And then the very first sip that you take, it tastes exactly like it, and then all of a sudden the TV static just hits you. Screw you, seltzers.
yeah, but you would have liked to drink it in elementary school.
I don't quite get the TV static flavor like you do from White Claw. Like it is straight up drinking TV static.
You've had a lot more
terrible.
of them than I have.
I've had 2, and both of them were horrible.
TV static poured
shot-
over a lime sweet tart.
I'm pretty sure I
That's
shot
been
the
eaten
remaining
already.
half of the second one.
Yeah. Kind of like the one that Howard had shotgun.
No, I literally shot the second half of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough to drink.
I do like it. The shooting of it.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about the live aspect here? What do you think?
I think it's great. As soon as we start getting some comments and some notoriety here, we'll be having a even better time.
I know 2 people in here that are in the chat room, so we can fire it up like that. Midnight Rocker. Hey, Midnight Rocker 101. A big shout out. And a shout out to Big Bada Boom. Next up, fruit barrels with vodka. I mean,
Hey, that's a winning combination. We've had those camping before.
I think
Yes.
you got to get the homegrown variety, though. You know what I mean? You need to make the actual fruit barrels and the vodka straight up and not buy anything from the store.
Oh, agreed. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, just so you're not disappointed.
There's parts of that camping trip I don't think I recall correctly. So
Well, that's
I'll-
where
I'll
Local
go,
Geeks inspiration comes from.
sometimes. And Big
Those
Bada Boom
brownout
is
moments.
one of my brew buddies. So
Ah, welcome. Thanks for joining us, Brew Buddy. Glad that the Brew Master has been sharing his wealth, spreading it to the other saplings in the area. Awesome.
And I'll also say this isn't as terrible as I was expecting it to be. I didn't have high hopes at all.
Mm-hmm. That's originally I thought this would be about a 1.5, and it's actually growing on me at about a 3.78.
Oh, you're stretching it, kidder. Like I'm going 2.
I know I'm stretching it, but again, it could be a lot worse. Like it could have been left in the same room as the Sunny D containers that were getting washed out. But
If they did that, it would have just fermented itself.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's better than that.
Like first 2 drinks, 3 to 4. Drinks 3 and subsequent, slowly downhill.
I could see that, I guess.
You think it'd go well with a brunch?
If you only take 2 drinks.
Okay, we'll take 2.
It's a mimosa in a can.
No, mimosas taste good.
Well, obviously. The question
Depends on the
from
champagne you use. I
Big
think.
Bada Boom there is how do you rate the Sunny D seltzer compared to other seltzers? And for me, I don't like seltzers at all, and I'm actually drinking this one without wanting to throw it in the garbage. So I suppose that's a huge positive comparison.
A passing grade?
Yeah.
Of the seltzers I've had, this is probably the best one. I've only had 3 of them, and the other 2 were god awful. So, there's some contents.
Yeah,
Context.
I would agree. This is the best one I've had. I haven't had a ton of them either, but
I would put it this: is it maybe the best of the
Getting worse.
seltzers? Sure, but it's like the best of the worst. This is terrible.
Yeah.
You guys
Yep.
with a 3 ratings.
Hey, I know I was
No.
pretty much the only one with that high of a rating, but
No,
I gave it a 3 out of 5 too. I just didn't say it.
oh wow.
So what's your rating, Howard?
like a 1, possibly less. This is terrible.
Are you saying that the White Claws that you've had are better than this?
Well, here's how I'm kind of like leaning into this.
weaseling.
I'm saying it's like that Natty Light Seltzer was at like 0.02. The White Claw was probably at like 0.5, and then this is maybe at a 1 at best. But yeah, as I said, it best of the worst. No, this is terrible.
Like I said, first drink, second drink, 2 to 3. After that, no, 0. But first couple drinks, I'll give it a decent rating. After that, it's just no, and it gets
Like
worse
me.
the more you drink it.
It's like being the sharpest utensil in the spoon drawer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty much. Uh-huh.
oh,
Yeah. The more I drink of it, the worse it gets. It's just more plain, and I'm trying to get rid of it. But
There,
oh, you finished it?
it's over. Oh my god. I need some steak to wash that down with.
careful! It might ruin your steak.
Oh. I don't know. There's a lot of flavor in this. Like this turned out really good.
You don't want to throw that back up though.
Mm,
It might taste. It's good. No, the steak's still going to taste better on the way up compared to this.
Oh, is a steak mixed with that going to taste good?
I don't know, man. Meat and citrus does not sound like a good combination coming back.
No, it really does.
Might depend on what you season the steak with.
well, I used it's like a smokehouse fire rub or something like that. It's really, really good.
Mm.
But you can see I kind of like mine bleeding. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Extra medium rare.
That's what we
Uh-huh.
call a correctly cooked steak.
I even managed to cook it inside in a cast iron pan without
Nice.
setting off the smoke detectors.
Nice.
I'm
That
gonna
is
go.
impressive.
I'm gonna go with the win.
Oh,
Well, I think we've beaten this dead horse to death.
yeah, I'm thirsty
Again.
again.
My, how the turntables
I-
have turned.
I was gonna say, Brother Nico, what are you having?
Yeah, he got something good.
I don't know about that. It's gonna be kind of like being the sharpest utensil in the spoon drawer. I have a feeling. I am first going to be trying some Jack Daniel's bottled in bond 100 proof, which actually was Whiskey Advocate's Whiskey of the Year for 2022. So I have high hopes, even though it's a $33 bottle of Tennessee whiskey.
I thought you were gonna say Jack Daniel's bondage and break out the whip and chain
Yeah.
here.
That comes after a night of drinking it.
Ooh,
He's gonna take the the bokeh filter off, and then you'll really see.
Right.
You see, that's a professional whiskey
gotta put it
sniffer
on-
right there. Got a little
Put
on
it
the beard,
like some cologne, on the neck there.
and his whiskey sniffer.
It's classic Jack Daniels. So if you like Jack Daniels, you'll like this.
Howard, how do you like Jack Daniels?
There is the typical banana notes that most people get with Jack, so it does not disappoint in that realm. Also, like I said, being at 100 proof.
banana.
Yeah. Oh, you don't
I'm
get
clear-
banana in Jack?
I've been way too drunk to
Oh.
find banana in Jack.
I was just gonna say.
And have
that,
you ever drank it sans Coke?
No,
That
no,
would
I
be a
have
difference,
not.
too.
I was going to say that typically with Jack, it's blackout, but
Right.
Yeah.
Gentleman
Joe
Jack is
Blackouts.
probably the only thing I've tried straight.
Ooh,
What's the verdict there, Nico? What do you think?
that is really good. I'm getting still the banana, obviously, sugar, maple. There's some caramel, definitely caramel.
Tantalizing.
It is. It does not. For being 50%, it's the burn is good. It's not overwhelming or hiding anything. A little bit of spice on the finish. That's actually really nice. I am pleasantly pleased with a $33 bottle of whiskey.
Nice.
I have to say, after watching this whole procedure of you sniffing it and tasting and all that, I've clearly been drinking whiskey wrong all these years.
Hey, it's
But
good
it's-
to have Brother Nico on to class up the joint. Uh-oh.
I like it.
Now we're in for it.
Clearly, you've been drinking wrong. You're still drinking that Sunny D.
Yeah.
I'm trying to finish it, man. I am trying. It ain't easy. And while I keep trying to finish it, Rude Boy Kyle, we haven't heard what you're drinking tonight. What do you got?
Well, I scoured the shelves to find something that would be appropriate for a 2-year anniversary, and I found a Woodford Reserve double oaked
Ooh,
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And
I have not had that one.
It's a
Just the
finished
standard.
finished in a second oak barrel. So standard Woodford is decent to begin with, and it's been probably a couple years since I've tried that, so it'll be like new to me. So cheers to two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 45.2% alcohol by volume, 90.4 proof.
It's very true. Frickin' guy. Oh. Oh.
And for once, I wasn't last.
Big D, I just have to tell you, with the live stream, everybody can see you. So not speaking and flipping off the camera, we all saw that.
I know. I was just.
Oh, he
I was just angry.
knows.
And I give a proper introduction. Where are my manners on this? Ladies and gentlemen, joining us all the way from Munchkin Land, it's the king of the cookie gnomes, the troll minister of the Triple B, Big D. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you. I think it's good. Always good to be back with the Farouk and Bradshaw of internet podcasting.
Damn!
Exactly. There was the shirt that gave me the inspiration there.
What shirt?
The shirt that, I mean,
What shirt?
I don't know. Just my shirt, because this shirt reminds me of 2 months in Alabama, and damn, I was happy to get out of there.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
sorry
something.
about that intro, Big D. They're making me drink this Sunny D vodka seltzer that is just terrible, and it's making me a bit
Ew.
salty.
There was multiples of us that had to drink that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, but you all started off liking it. I hated it from the beginning.
He's being overly dramatic.
No.
Just run up to
because
the
of that-
pantry and see if you got any more Sunny D you can add to it and shake it up.
I don't.
Because of that,
don't.
we're now down to 2 concurrent viewers. Good job.
And
Not only did he crash the program, but he drove away some of the viewers. Good job.
I'm showing 4, Kidder.
Well, good. Thanks for.
You gotta enjoy the show. You can't be focused on the stats while you're doing the show.
Well, I'm just trying to keep the damn train on the tracks here. Just keep it between the lines. It's more difficult than apparently possible. So,
Big D, we're just finishing up What's on Tap. What are you having this evening?
I've
So
already
it's been it's been a week, little bit of traveling. Didn't have a chance to go and get anything specific for the occasion. So I dug what's out in the fridge already. So we got a Cider Boys First Press Traditional Hard Cider, 5% alcohol by volume, easily the lowest ABV beverage I've had on here. And
fact check on that.
nothing really beyond that. Now, I generally get the double digits when I'm on here. Maybe I go as low as 8, but using my throwback from my munitions days in England, it's a little bottle opener right there. So yay, shout out. If you ain't ammo, you're in another job, and nobody in the room gets that but me, and that's okay.
You should share it with all those people so they can watch it too.
Say what?
Our video. You share it. Share it.
Oh,
with
share the rest of that reference.
No, I mean just hit the share button on this video and then post it on your Facebook so then everybody can see.
You guys got it covered.
I didn't
Remember,
even know that
if
was
I
a
do
thing
anything-
to do.
Remember, if I do anything with my computer while I'm engaged in all this, it freezes up and it doesn't recover for a little while. So I'm not about that right now.
Kind of like what you did to the
Just
whole
download
thing
some
anyway.
more RAM.
So it sounds like you must be using a government-issued computer.
Surprisingly, no. I'm using my
Shots
British-
all around at Big D.
British bought Lenovo IdeaPad
Ah,
that has a the quote mark is where the @ sign is above the number 2.
Really?
I got a euro symbol in there. There's a pound key next to the enter key.
About before the Brexit.
ooh, pound enter. huh? Yeah.
Number 3 above the 3 is the British pound symbol, and those really the big differences.
Interesting. I had no idea.
French and German keyboards are completely different. This is the least different non-American keyboard I've used. But enough about me. Who else has booze?
I think we all went, but I just want to call out Brother Nico just knocked Kentucky off of the list for states that weren't on yet.
Woo!
Oh,
Or Tennessee, I'm sorry. not
Tennessee. I was gonna say Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Wait a minute.
Nobody has had a Tennessee whiskey on here before?
Nope.
Well,
Jack Daniels, does that count?
That's what he's having.
Oh, I missed that part. Yeah.
Yeah.
technically, there has been Tennessee whiskey on this. Well,
On the special
not
episodes.
on the show proper, but it's been in the bonus episodes, which we don't keep track of on the spreadsheet. But yes, in fact, in our WrestleMania Night 2 from this year, I took a shot of Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey whiskey.
Each
What'd
time
you
he got
think?
something wrong.
Yeah. Well, every time I got something wrong was Ice Hole, but
Oh.
I felt very strongly. I felt very strongly about a match, and so I.
Oh, the liquid
That reminds
candy
me
cane.
from my predictions. How many shots do I owe you guys?
Well,
I don't know if you guys kept track or not.
Oh,
but,
he kept track.
Well, you see, no one can predict him as well as I did. So I mean, I clearly won that event.
Jazz
just
was
as
good from about 1999.
Let's see. Kidder came in third place with 10 correct. Kyle, you came in second with 11, and I won the night with 12. Thanks mostly to the bonus questions at the end. So
That you wrote.
no, Kidder wrote.
Almost.
I just got really lucky on those predictions. So
Okay. Did Ronda Rousey at least win the match?
Yes, their tag
Yes.
team won.
See, I told you.
that would be the only one you got correct, JS.
the
Except
only,
all those other ones that were where the extra events happened, but they just didn't televise it.
sure, yeah. That's what it was.
To be fair, I had no idea China died. I thought she was still alive.
Yeah, that
It's been a bit.
that was a interesting prediction to go with the dead wrestler.
Not only that, but her and Ronda Rousey are the only two female wrestlers I could come up with. Other than that, I don't have a clue.
Listen, they were at least entertaining predictions. I'll give you that.
Most of the names on there came from the Nintendo or the 360. No, what was it? The Nintendo 64 WCW versus WWF video game that came out in like 98 or whenever that was.
Probably about 2002 to 2004 would have been about the. Sound right, Big D?
Or the WCW,
Invasion.
WWF N64 game.
That would have been way at the end of the N64's life.
Mhm.
Oh, WCW versus NWO.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what it is. I have it right here.
He's got it in front of him.
It's on pause.
Yeah, it's been sitting in the corner sucking power for 20 years.
1997.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yes. 2005. Children.
Well, when you said originally, right, the invasion, because that was in like 2002.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because the other part of that was most of the people you named in your predictions weren't in WCW or in the NWO.
I was just throwing whatever names out I could come up with.
Fishing.
I don't know how to screen share in this, but I've got a tiny.
Don't break it. You don't break it.
I'm trying to find an image cover.
The
Say pull it
host
up
should
on
have
your
made
phone,
it the inability to screen share. Clearly.
There might still be that option. I don't know.
Oh! I don't want
The
the
host
YouTube.
could do
Oh,
that.
I've got a demo of the game going now by accident.
Uh-oh.
That is not what I wanted. Just
Was the game is that bad? You're making old Howard up there chug that little can of death.
I think he made it through finally, ladies and
Just
germs.
want the damn picture.
Yeah.
I just about got mine down.
Oh, I
I'm
had
done,
to
and I'm
finish
waiting.
that.
I'm waiting to have something a lot better. And since it
Me
is
as
our
well.
2-year anniversary show, I decided to pull out the good stuff, and that would be the bottle of Glendalough, the pot still Irish whiskey right here in the Irish oak cask from the Wicklow Mountains in Ireland there. This is also finished in the oak ex-bourbon casks. First matured, and then they put it in Irish oak. So, I've talked about this before. I've had it before, but not on the show. Talked about it on the show. Just to share the details on this bottle. It's bottle number 271, cask number 2, batch 1. And it's tree number 4. So they give you that information because then you can actually go on Glendalough Whiskey's website, type in the information, and watch the video of the tree getting cut down and the process made to actually make the casks for this. So you can trace at least the casks of what your bottle is in from start to finish, essentially. Other than that, it is a Glendalough Irish whiskey. It is made, let's see, matured in Irish oak. Okay, so it's got the gold seal on there. It's a 750 here in the bottle, and 43% alcohol by volume. It is a product of Ireland. Enjoy responsibly. Now, just to give you a little story time, if you will, here with the Glendalough. On the front is Saint Kevin. Now, he stood apart, and the whiskey does the same. It's quintessentially Irish style of whiskey pot still, first matured in American oak ex-bourbon casks. It is then matured in Irish oak casks made from trees felled in the mountains around the distillery. While bourbon casks soften and sweeten the whiskey, the higher levels of flavor in the Irish oak casks complement and balance the classic pot still spices. And
Does it say how many bagpipes sonically enhanced the beverage?
No, I have environmentally enhanced whiskey in the fridge. That's the dang it. Dang it. That's the bear.
Not a collectible anymore.
You have defiled the bottle.
That's this.
How dare you?
The bear face. This is actually elementally aged Canadian whiskey, and they mature these in shipping containers out in the upper Pacific Northwest and this is a 7-year. That way
That's similar to Jefferson Ocean.
They come with a
I've got a really crude comment here that I won't throw out.
They save on power. What
aged in shipping containers, huh? That sounds like something else.
You know. Oh, that smells delicious.
The shipping containers don't.
Well, that one's in the fridge. And just for that, you don't get any of this next time you're here. Bam!
The comment I want to make is forbidden in YouTube live streams.
Verboten!
Maybe if I look it up in German, I can say it that way.
I'm sure there's... Big D
You
will
could-
still know.
I was gonna say you could just ask Big D, you know. Yeah.
I lived in Germany. I didn't speak the language.
I'm sure you picked up a few key phrases.
A few swear words.
I was gonna say the first thing is almost everybody learns of a new language is how to swear.
I'm trying to find a language that that it's not really obvious, and most of them it's pretty obvious.
Have you
Be
tried
something
Klingon?
like Pakistani.
Awfully specific.
What do they speak in Djibouti?
French
Do they? I figured.
and
Don't
Arabic.
do that.
For a second, I thought you were going to say shapoopy. Like this is Family Day. All right.
Hard to get.
Yeah.
Well, the best iteration I can come up with in Pakistani is Marachoid.
Bless you.
We're gonna get a strike for that one.
Thank you to all of our Pakistani listeners, and good night.
He called us what?
Hey, tell me, one of you guys gave me the suggestion, so that's what I went with.
Called us a kitchen sink.
Well, I'm gonna move on with this Ruby Redbird from the Spetzel Brewery in Shiner, Texas.
Ah, a shiner.
One Kidder gifted me when I dropped off the Sunny D, so we'll see how that compares. I figured it'd stick with the citrus because, it might mask it a little bit. It's brewed with ruby red grapefruit and ginger with natural flavors added. Whatever that might mean.
Mystery flavors.
You should know you're the one who brews.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Shots fired.
But I don't know what natural flavors they may have added since they didn't mention them.
The
Doesn't matter.
unmentionables.
It's all chemicals.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Nico and Rude Boy, when you guys had this, what were your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. It was, I'd say, a different flavor profile to what you might be used to drinking from the Americas. A little on the lighter side, but it still had a really good flavor. I enjoyed it neat on ice, and
Ice.
tried a little bit with Coke one time, and it did all right with that too. Didn't take over the palate too much. It was, I'd say, it's a very versatile drink. Good before, during, and after dinner.
But not at lunch.
Well, on the weekends.
Only on Sundays.
Only on days that end in Y.
Yeah.
Why? Because I gotta.
And I honestly don't even remember. I don't know if I have actually opened that one yet or not.
Mm.
No time
I
like
do.
the present.
Well, yeah.
He has another bottle open.
That would force me to run downstairs.
I'm waiting to expand my whiskey collection until I turn my 50-year-old piano into a bar.
Nice.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've got a old upright piano that is absolutely good for nothing except being really heavy, and it's going to be a bar.
That's cool.
Put stuff on it.
I took the cast iron weight that was in this thing probably weighed close to 400 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely ridiculous. We had to take it apart just to get it out of my parents' basement.
Great.
You gonna drop some taps into that bar?
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. I think it's just gonna be like the whiskey and the bottled beverages. I'm gonna make a glass holder kind of down where the keys are. Down underneath it, there's a door. I'm going to make a door that folds out. There's already a door there, but I'm going to hollow some of that out and have some different utensils and whatnot down there and backlight everything with some RGB lights. And
Cool.
Should be pretty cool.
I do got to say, JS, kudos to coming up with a use for an old piano. Because I sit on the museum collection committee here for the State Historical Society. And the two most commonly offered items that people want to give us are pianos and wedding dresses. Yeah.
Interesting.
I know we had a piano at my work that we were trying to get rid of and ended up giving it away, and then ended up paying like $1,500 for movers to take it to the person who decided they wanted it. So instead of somebody buying it, we had to give it away and pay movers to take it to them.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of requests for people who are like, well, I have this piano and, you know, it was in the family for years and we don't want it and please take it. And it's like, we don't have a spot for it.
You know, Howie, I was at your work last week.
And you didn't stop in and say hi.
Well, I tried to actually, but somebody was in Williston, so I wasn't able to.
That is true. I was up in Williston doing inventory. So
yeah,
makes me laugh because I said the exact same thing.
I was to clear out all the extra Casio keyboards that have been donated.
I was even in the secret tunnels and everything.
Kesha doesn't live in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Wow, the secret tunnels.
Yeah. There's probably more secret tunnels. I was just in the main tunnel.
Yeah, that one's not really secret. There is a secret, well, kind of tunnel in the Heritage Center.
Conspiracy theorists, here we go.
No, it's not a conspiracy. I've actually been in it. Way back when they built the Heritage Center, the plan was actually to have underground tunnels that went to the DOT and then to the Capitol building. And they started the tunnel on the Heritage Center, and they never completed it. So when you go down to the admin offices and come down the stairs, there's a door there that is unmarked. And if you were to get through that door, you'd go down a set of stairs, and you'd be in that tunnel, or at least what was built of that tunnel.
Be a good tornado shelter, I bet.
Yeah, except it floods every spring.
Well, then it dries out by tornado season.
Sometimes.
You hope.
Something like that.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. We've already got tornadoes down here.
Yeah, you have.
Ruba, it's like he's on the diamond itself, and the Mother Nature's throwing the baseballs at him.
A
little bit to the left, a little bit to the right.
First week of March last year, there was one that passed probably less than 2 miles south of here. It was early, and we've had them late in the season too, by like Halloween or all that. So it's got a little bit of everything.
Active.
Well, we do thank you for taking the brunt of that large major storm that was coming our way. So we didn't get 2 feet of snow. We appreciate that.
We do what we can.
Kidder explained all the scientific mathematician weatherology things to me the other day, and it was interesting.
Yeah, there's I've read stuff online about how people before the forecast of a really big storm, they always say replace the AAA batteries in the 515 or the 801 Grand Des Moines weather beacon, because it always seems like whenever there's a huge storm coming towards us, it approaches Des Moines and then it just kind of and then it reconnects as it goes on the other side. So it's it's just the central or south central Iowa heat island effect on weather patterns that come through. So
you guys have a bubble too? I thought we were the only ones that had the bubble.
No.
Got a bubble for you, all right.
It's interesting.
Man, we had a urban heat island in the Twin Cities when I was growing up.
Yeah.
You know, I asked Kidder last week or the week before, I said, you know, they keep telling us about Colorado lows, but Colorado is known for their being high. So when are we going to get one of those? And he told me you have to go there to experience that. So.
Valid.
Well, the thing is, you don't have bad weather during high pressure, so.
Yeah, that's it. I guess you could be as high as the barometric pressure if you hold your breath long enough.
Or have enough of that Sunny D drink.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Drink.
Another one of those.
I mean, that thing's only 4.5%.
If you drink enough of them, it'll get you drunk.
Yeah.
Or it'll kill you before you get there.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm already on drink number 3, so y'all need to step this up.
Yeah, Howard.
Okay, let's just be clear here. Howard is parent in charge this weekend, and so I follow a personal code of only one drink.
Let me be clear.
My wife's
so-
here, so game on.
So I'm a bit upset that on our 2-year
Had to waste it
anniversary,
on
I
Sunny
had to
D.
waste it on Sunny D vodka seltzer. That was terrible. You guys with your fancy whiskeys and celebrating, I had to drink that garbage.
Well, do you feel anything right now? Because maybe that was a placebo case.
Regret.
It's already been an hour.
Shame.
Regret.
You've already processed that through
Shame.
your body.
Shame's a good one. Yeah, a bit saltiness over it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
It's,
a bit salty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard
No.
a cork.
That's what you get for locking me out of the run sheet.
Yes, Big D knows this, and everybody who has access to the run sheet. I actually typed in there. When I invited Big D to access our run sheet, I only set him up as a viewer, so there would be no run sheet shenanigans this time.
Ah.
Evil shenanigans?
If you go back and watch a little bit ago when Kidder was describing the Glendalough, you'll notice a whole silent conversation between me and Big D. Yes, I typed that in and he read it. Pretty good. Good.
Yep.
So,
And I
so
gave
go
you
back.
a friendly response on the Facebooks too, if you haven't seen that either.
That would require me to use my phone for something besides watching the live stream.
Don't worry, I called you an asshat. That's all.
Big Bada Boom says Sunny D's a kid's drink. You're going to have another.
No, sorry. I get that wasn't a lot of alcohol content, but it really is a thing about if my wife is gone and I have to take a kid to the emergency room, I don't want to be too intoxicated to do it. So,
The responsibilities of an adult.
You bring your
and a
children
parent.
to the hospital?
well, if
ambulances
it's
are for.
What? I just got told to suck it up. Their hospitals are expensive.
they are.
Mhm.
We
But
grew up with cattle. Dad would break out the sewing needle and the LA 200 and be like, "Are you done, or do I need to give you a shot?"
Yeah.
As JS's leg is hanging off to the side, and he's holding it up. Can I put some duct tape around this?
Hanging at a weird angle.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yes.
Here's some Robitussin.
I have literally watched my grandfather shred his arm on a baler tine, walk over to the tractor, grab the grease gun, shove grease in the wound, and go, "There, that's better. Let's get back to work."
It's waterproof now.
America's greatest generation. I love it.
That man was not human.
Tough as nails. Well, he probably wasn't human anymore with how many times he injected himself with grease.
I watched him spit snooze in wounds and rub it in good, and that'll cure it. I mean, this is the same guy that I didn't witness this one, but a very large bull was chasing him around the cattle rack and around the pickup. And after the third revolution, Grandpa got sick of this, reached into the truck, grabbed the axe, stops on a dime, and plants this axe between the bull's eyes.
That's one tough, sick hombre right there.
Now,
That's why they came up with the term bullseye.
yeah, now somehow he spun the axe around, hit the bull with the broadside of the axe, and knocked the bull out. Yeah, he's
something else.
Yeah, he was swinging for the fences, all right. The guy was something else.
I'm sure I would too in that instance. I mean, you got one chance, right?
My grandpa went to the hospital once in his life that I know about. My grandma said ever since they got married, he went one time, and that was for, I think it was appendicitis, I want to say.
Mine, the only time mine went was when they had a kid.
I've also heard a story, I don't know how true it is, of a guy from that generation had a heart attack out in the field, and he defibrillated himself on the electric fence.
With the old school fencers, I can believe it.
Right? I can believe it too, because I can picture my grandpa doing that.
The thing a lot of people don't realize is the old school fencers, they were called weed choppers. They would run a 6-second to 10-second pulse, and then they would stop for 5, and they would run another 6 to 10-second pulse. And they would do that so they would burn the weeds off of the fence. Never started, not like you want to start a fire or anything, but yeah, that so you, if you got zapped by that thing, you were stuck there for 6 to 10 seconds when that thing stopped buzzing, and if you didn't let go quick enough, you were stuck there again.
Let it ride.
That'll make you sparkle.
Oh god, they were bad.
Buy the ticket, you take the ride.
Big D, you ever receive the ride?
No, one of my troops did. They went through taser training.
Yeah.
And the only reason I remember that is because when he was recounting the story, one of the prongs went into his shoulder blade, and then another one went into his calf, and he messed himself.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I had a wonderful supervisor who decided to tape one to my shoulder blade and the other one to my ankle. And yeah.
Full lock.
That one felt great.
I'm a little sad that this episode is going live and not being recorded, because that means I will now miss out on the opportunity of captioning this chapter of the video as "Guys show that old men are stronger than Howard," or something along those lines. Because that's what this is what this turned into, was my grandpa was this. Da, 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 da.
I think you can still go back and edit the chapter. I do have to, since we're doing the shout outs, number one, from my taser ride, I had blue and greenish oxygenation scar tissue on my back for a good 2 years from mine, because it was the drive stun and not the probes.
You pansy.
I didn't choose. It wasn't up to me.
This means nothing to him, I'm guessing.
You're good. Well, because you either get the probes and they're straight fish hooks that are shot at you at projectiles.
Be a man. Just take it.
Well, I did, but it is what it is. So
I've taken 2. The first one, I had about a 10-inch spread, and I was trying to strangle the instructor, so he kept holding the trigger down.
I wonder why. Because you almost made it. That's why.
I was close.
So since we're talking about badass grandparents, I do have to give a shout out to my grandfather, who both of my grandfathers were in the Korean conflict and deployed overseas in up and down Korea, depending on where the line was at the time. But my grandfather on my dad's side was at one point actually left for dead and partially blown up and had severe shrapnel damage. And it was during one of the retreats. So because of that, everybody was running away, and it knocked him out. So they didn't actually know that he was really messed up. So he was completely knocked out. The Koreans came through, and like they did with the other dead soldiers, is stripped them of all of their clothing and belongings and left him there naked until the U.S. and Allied forces were able to push back, and about a day or a day and a half later realized that he was still alive, medically evac'd him, and pulled him back to the front line, and then evac'd him to Pearl Harbor, where he had 6 to 8 months of rehabilitation and pulling as much of the shrapnel out of him as they could. But he is still alive to this day. Thankfully, he doesn't talk about any of that, and I've just heard those stories through my dad, my uncle, and I would love to sit down with him at some point because it would be crazy and interesting to hear the things that he went through. Obviously, the things that you see like that's pretty dark, but I would love to have some of that documented if I at all possibly could. But he doesn't like talking about it, and now that he is 93, I think, he's still up, walking around. He's on the farm. He's still doing chores, snow blowing, driving tractor, mowing the lawn, all that good stuff. And they were crazy. People were crazy back then. I mean, you think about the stuff they go through, right?
Those Korean War vets were a whole other breed. I've known a couple of them myself, and they're pretty awesome people. Kidder, that, in my opinion, would be something that would be awesome to have at the Historical Society. You'd have to get Howie's opinion on that, but that interview would be something worth watching.
Yeah.
You know, our state archives does a lot to do oral histories, and I don't know all of the procedures of what it takes to get somebody in to do that or to set that up, but they are pretty willing to capture those stories, and then they get recorded and preserved in the archives, and so future generations can hear. But you know, there's ways to make that happen. But yeah, for anyone listening, yeah, if you have a North Dakota story, it's kind of a cool thing. And we do a lot of little mini events too throughout the year. Like the Class B basketball tournament just happened a little while ago, and we actually were set up to do quick recordings where people could share their memories of the Class B tournament and have it recorded. So just trying to do, and I mean, these were short, like 15 minutes. Tell us your memories of that. And then it's recorded and in the archives for, you know, perpetuity. So
thanks to Howard, I am in the state archives. I have a record in the state archives as the history of North Dakota.
No one wants to hear that.
I know. That's why I have this show. And nobody watches this show. I'm surprised all you guys showed up.
Hey, it sounded like you had at least 4 people watching.
5 now.
5. Okay, there we go.
I turned on my laptop.
You know, since all you guys were getting like good drinks and whatnot, I figured I would break out the one good whiskey I haven't polished off. I have a little bit of Glen Moran here. I've got a 12-year Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, aged 12 years, finest quality since 1897. The Glen Moran Distillery has been producing the finest quality single malt whiskey since it was first established over a century ago in 1897. The distillery sits on the banks of the River Loss in Edelgin. The city is situated in the Loch of Moray, otherwise known as the Granary of Scotland. And I probably pronounced half that stuff wrong.
Which distillery did you say that was?
Which distillery? The Glen Moran.
Doesn't matter. It's
Distillery?
Scottish. It's awesome.
The Glen Moran Distillery sits on the banks of the River Loss in Edelgin. The city is situated in the Loch of Moray. Distributed and matured in Scotland by the Glen Moray Distillery in Elgin, Scotland.
Here we go.
Copy that.
Scottish whiskey right here on the show.
I'm glad some of you can do a Scottish accent because I sure as hell can't.
That's what
Glen
the D's
Moray,
for.
12
Let's hear your
years
best
old.
try, though.
Single malt Scottish whiskey. It is matured in traditional low rooftops, warehouses along. It always ends up to being like this blend of German, just random crap.
German Irish.
Warehouses allowing its well-rounded character
Irish.
to emerge. The aroma is sweet,
Scotland
Fruity.
is to think that.
Sounded almost Didion at one point.
Yeah.
and floral, with Highland toffee, brambles, and a hint of ginger marmalade. This taste is smooth with sweet malty
Did
flavors.
I talk with you with IT a couple weeks back?
Hello, my name is Steve.
What is happening?
Flashbacks. You got PTSD, Big D.
They all drank the Sunny D.
Just turn it off and turn it back on. It'll be fine. It'll collect its shelf.
I don't usually drink whiskey straight, but we'll give this a shot.
Except when you come visit me.
Well, see, you have good whiskey. I have crap.
We should
It's
go.
still a 12-year-old you got there. That's pretty decent.
Should go visit
Yeah.
Rude
See,
Boy
this
Kyle and
whiskey is
Nico.
good. Most of my stuff is $12.99 or less.
Hey, not in age, but by price.
Of course, the last drink I was drinking, I mean, I went up to $18.99. I bought the premium bottle of Phillips Blackberry Brandy.
What did it come with a
Finest
sleeve?
served in plastic.
Oh, now we're
It
talking
was
about
glass,
PTSD.
my friend.
Oh,
it
it
was
wasn't
glass.
plastic. It was
That like
glass.
Red Stag?
Ugh.
Ooh. Now, hey, Red Stag is some high class non-bourbon
It's like the
that says it's
beast.
bourbon.
Jeez. Rude Boy, last time, I shouldn't say last time, so it was 2 times ago when JS stopped by to pick up some beer. I conned him into staying for a few extra minutes and had him try the Templeton, the good stuff.
Ooh. Yeah.
Which
The 4 or the 6.
it's the 6. That's what they call the good
Nice.
stuff. As you know.
He
The
he lured
6
me down the stairs with promises of whiskeys and a good time.
There
And he got a little bit of both. And
you go.
Because of all the Star Trek you guys were watching, clearly.
What'd you think, JS?
He tried to convert me. I didn't let him. I'm still a Star Wars nerd.
Well, breaking news with that, and if I was ready and had this thing and didn't want to actually crash it, I'd play the breaking news thing right here, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to break it. So just pretend it's the breaking news.
The noose has been broken.
I sent Howard a link earlier today, and when I saw him earlier today, I said, we need to talk about this on the show. And he said, talk about what? I'm like, the link I sent you. What link that you sent me? The link in your messenger. Oh, that one. What was it? Well, look it up. I don't want to hear any comments now. Think about it for later. And Howard, we're at later. Later is now. Now what do you think?
Well, what? Okay.
Hold on, let him think about it.
To be fair, I was
match.
I was busy
Mandalorian is great.
I was busy
It's
today
done.
because we were celebrating my daughter's 1-year birthday party. So I had a lot of
birthday.
prep. I was getting a lot of stuff done. Kidder, I didn't have time to be sitting and looking at Messenger. I have to pull it up to even see what she sent me. So give me a second. Because truthfully, Kidder,
This is the first time he's looking at it.
well, no,
Second.
because Kidder watched me look at it before. So he sent me a link, and really it's somebody had posted from Disney Movie Insiders, just revealed at Star Wars Celebration, Kathleen Kennedy welcomes James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chini, I'm sorry that I'm ruining your name, on stage as future directors of 3 new upcoming Star Wars films. Okay. I don't know what deep thought you want me to have on this. I don't know who any of these guys are.
Okay, so that was part of it, because I had no idea if you knew who the people were, if they were famous directors or Star Wars royalty directors. I don't know who these people
There's
are.
a plot
It's
twist
Star
coming.
Wars.
I think I know what it is.
Because of Star
There's
Wars.
going to be another movie.
So I don't care. That's not just one. It's not just two. It's three. 3 new movies.
I mean, but that was known. I mean,
And all 3 of those directors came from Star Trek.
Wrong.
yeah,
Damn, I was wrong.
Again.
yeah. So I, it's one of those, like, you said this to me, like, thoughts. Okay, we're getting 3 more movies.
Tell us how you feel. How does it make you feel, Howard? Do you want to despise the Star Wars universe for ruining your wars? Or are you mad that they're having another war and it's going to be 3 more movies of it?
Okay, I'm gonna say something, and it will be slightly controversial.
Hot take.
Ooh, hot take.
No.
Watch out.
Wow!
Lit reacts.
I have enjoyed every Star Wars movie ever made. I know some people like to get kind of real trashy on the last 3 that just came out. Some people really like to beat up Solo. But here's my thing. Growing up as a kid, the only time I ever got to watch Star Wars was at Thanksgiving when they would play it. Okay, until we finally got a VHS copy of it. Okay, and at that point, I fell in love with the series, and I have loved it ever since. But I had to grow up, for the most part, thinking I'm never getting another Star Wars movie. Ever. Because they
gave
wrapped
you episode 1.
And you know what? I loved it because you know what? I got more Star Wars. Something that I thought was dead. And I enjoyed it. And that's why I even enjoyed Attack of the Clones. I know the writing in it is garbage, but I love it because I got Star Wars.
This is Star Wars. So,
That's a terrible
I am on your
Yoda.
side with this.
That was probably Jar Jar.
yes.
I don't know what it was.
Who is the Sith Lord?
Thanks, Nico.
Yeah,
Well,
best part
it
about
sounds
episode
like
3.
You grew up as it being a treat and a special occasion, as opposed to the ability to sit and dive and do an analysis of the movie. You got to see it once, and that was it. And after that, you look forward to the next one.
Yeah. And so for me, I'm happy to get more Star Wars. And I understand. I can easily tell you, yes, not all of them are great. You know, yes, they have their problems. But I'm just glad we get more Star Wars and that it's not a dead thing. And I will tell you, for like the last month, I finally got my son into Star Wars. And we have been reading Star Wars every night. This is probably one of the first nights I haven't had to read it to him because I was down here for this show. I got him the little boxed set of the golden books. You guys might remember these from when you were a kid. They have kind of the gold spine on them. But they have done these for each of the Star Wars movies, and we have that. And so every night we read 3 of them. So he's been on a real prequels kick. So we've been reading episodes 1, 2, and 3 just over and over and over again. So, you know, for me, that's all I can tell you about this news. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if these directors are good or not. I know one of them, because I did a little bit of looking, they're bringing back the character of Rey from the last 3 movies. And it is for Daisy Ridley. She's coming back. She's playing Rey. They're going to do it 15 years after the events of episode 9. I got that much. So I'm just glad that we're going to get more of it. I think it's great. I haven't had enough time to watch all of like The Mandalorian and Andor and Obi-Wan Kenobi. But when I get time, I'm going to try and watch a bit more of those. But yeah, that's my take. I like all of the Star Wars movies, you know, and they're definitely better than some of the Star Trek ones.
I
You're a real
enjoyed Obi-Wan.
I'd say.
It was the first 2 episodes were really slow, but if you know the backstory, you get it. If you don't know the backstory, you're gonna turn it off after halfway through the first episode. But I enjoyed Obi-Wan. I very much like The Mandalorian. I have not made it all the way through Andor. The Star Wars series things that have come out have been the most TV I've watched in the last like 2.5 years. And even that, I'm still not caught up on all of them.
Yeah.
My
But I'm
favorite is
just
Rogue One because they all die at the end.
I haven't even seen that one.
Spoiler!
Thanks for ruining it, kidder.
Well, if you know the Star Wars universe,
It's just a
then
prequel to
holds-
episode 4.
It holds true.
I mean, you just kind of assume half of them are going to die because that's what happens in most of them. But
It is a war.
in the stars.
I think we can all agree, just as a society, whatever our thoughts are on Star Wars versus Star Trek, which one's better, which one's not. As a society, I think we can all agree that the best part of episode 3 was Jar Jar had no lines.
you know, like Jar Jar Binks.
No.
Me so stupid.
I don't even mind Jar Jar Binks. He's the comic relief of this series, of those prequels.
I mean,
You don't have C-3PO, so you need Jar Jar Binks in there.
You need somebody, and you know
Except
that,
he
that was
wasn't
like,
funny.
Story.
that was Natalie Portman's like big break into movies. So we'll give her that.
Not Leon the Professional.
I don't even know what movie that is.
It's Natalie Portman's big break into movies.
You know what? I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna go with no.
You should.
Like
It stars
this-
Gary Oldman and what's his name? Jean Reno.
Yeah, I can't recall either. I think that's right.
Don't know who either of those people are.
It's like,
You know Gary Oldman.
it's like episode 2. I went to it in the theater, and about 40 minutes in, I fell asleep because I got tired of Anakin. I'm hot. I'm cold. I want to use the Force. I don't want to use the Force. This sucks.
children!
I'm gonna murder these kids.
Well, now you're adding. You're
Now
adding
this is pod
episode
racing.
2 and 3 together, but yeah. As I said, I'm not saying that they are perfect movies, but I love them because they're Star Wars.
There are lightsabers. How can you not like a movie that has lightsabers in it?
I like
Well, they're in
phasers.
every single doggone scene, and they just get boring. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Your
Yeah,
Schwartz
I'd have a
is as big as
lightsaber in
mine.
every scene of movie I was in if I had one too.
Exactly. He's
I
playing.
just walk down the street waving a lightsaber, but
He's
you know,
playing with his
I think
little
we
JS.
call you a criminal if you do that.
exactly.
Twirling it.
Please don't go near any preschools. we don't need any incidents.
Any courthouses,
Yeah.
any governmental buildings in general.
Well, you know.
Playgrounds. Yep. Yep. Nah, Star Trek's better anyway.
You know, Kidder, I was at the bookstore today, and I almost bought you a present, but I didn't know if you have this or not. So
Oh.
I'm gonna have to do some perusing in your wall of
Ah,
stuff the next
the-
time I come over and see if you do.
there's no books back there, just so you know. No,
Ah.
no books. That's
I didn't
all
know. I
movies.
didn't know if you knew how to read or if it was only video and pictures that you went for.
It's great when I can see and hear the shape. that
I
don't
really
have.
wanted to hear when he said he was at the bookstore today if he meant the bookstore
Yeah.
Yeah.
or an actual bookstore.
He's got
for
the
last
brown
conversation.
paper bag when he walks out.
I was at a legitimate bookstore actually and picked up a very nice copy of The Art of War. So, bite me.
Is that what they're calling it these days? Sure, there's some good battle scenes in that.
Right next to the Karma Sutra.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drop a nuke on this. Yeah. In fact, most of my books are not even in the house. I have a few.
You're out in the shed?
No shed. I don't have a shed.
Well,
But-
third car garage.
Big deal be kind of thrilled about this. I do have my Intro to Atmospheric Science textbook in a box down the steps.
I don't think I still have that one. I have Radar and Synoptic 1 and 2. Yeah, I think I sold the first one back. Tried to sell pre-calculus back, but they weren't taking it back anymore. So
Gotta love it.
at the time, Farva lived in the room next to me, and he and I and a couple other people went out a couple miles past the airport to some random dirt field and a little makeshift shooting range, and yeah, I took out some anger on that pre-calc book.
Show you $100.
I've got at least one copy of Intro to CJ in a plastic tote about 10 feet over there. Along with most of my other CJ books. I think I threw away all the other ones, but I kept the important ones.
If you guys decide to visit again, Jess has told me that she definitely wants to burn her analysis of calculus book.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. So it's
We can have some good drinks and watch that go up in flames.
That just sounds terrible.
Yeah. She said the course's name was just calculus, so she's like, well, it's been since college since I've done calculus, but this is analysis and proving calculus.
Even worse.
So yeah, that's
What's on tap round 7? Sure, there we go.
I gotta run upstairs for just a minute. I shall
Won't
return.
get that semester of her life back.
5 more weeks.
What's the derivative of a calculus book in a match?
Yeah, it is pretty much. Yeah, it's become a chore.
Anytime we should be seeing the ghost of Jimi Hendrix pop up in the corner there.
Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it?
Just do it in your imagination. Either way, hopefully we can make it down there and do it around the times.
If not, then she'll have binders of notes to use as fire starters. So, although it'll be a little more difficult because we did chop off a good branch from the neighbor's tree that was leaning into our yard, so we might not be tickling the trees with the fire, but might be just as large as when you guys were here for the Metallica concert.
There's still a chance we could tickle the trees if we try
Oh
hard
yeah,
enough.
there's yeah.
That was good. That was one of the best nights in the universe right there.
Oh yeah.
Brother Nico and Sterling and
I
35-foot flames.
I was looking back, and I think the only thing that we were missing was the leaf blower to stoke the fire even more.
Yeah.
The bellows.
Yes.
It was good. It was good. Let's see. Just copying a page into the chat here where you can tip us or buy us a beer. And it's kind of like on our website, beerbluesbs.com, where you can click the buy us a beer button and choose, $1, $3, $5, $7 million. And buy us a round or something like that. Buy us a couple more bottles of Glendalough or what have you. All that.
Buy Kidder good old fashioned with your favorite fruit. Just saying.
No, cherry. I do have to say, there, Big D, this week, as in last Sunday's episode of Bar Rescue, there was a Denver suburb bar that was rescued. So John Taffer, you're familiar with Bar Rescue. I think everybody pretty much knows.
Not even a little bit.
Okay, good.
Intimately.
Shut it down!
Based
So-
on what you're talking, that sounds like the bar equivalent of Kitchen Nightmares or whatever those Gordon Ramsay Save the Restaurant video or shows or whatever.
To
Pretty
some
much same
degree.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So John Taffer gets emails and requests from different places across the country, and then he and his team look at them, evaluate which ones to basically schedule, go try and save, turn them around, and help the owners make them profitable again. So this specific rescue was in a suburb of Denver. And what they do right away is a little recon on the restaurant for 3-4 days before they show up, if you will. They record the staff, they mic them up and record different things around the restaurant. You know, how they're serving drinks, how they act toward the clients who come in, the people, how the restaurant looks, how their food looks, how their kitchen looks, all that sort of thing, right? So you get a little bit of a lead up. And then they do the quick show up, if you will, where John Taffer actually comes into the parking lot, and he's got his van that kind of has all the screens like what you're looking at right now of all of us, sees all the camera angles of what's going on in the restaurant. He sends in people for recon. And this past week's episode, he had 3 team members from the Denver Broncos. So their current players from the Broncos go into the restaurant and order drinks and food, and then kind of share their experiences, you know, as they're sitting there, right? Like, this is good, this is bad, or this sucks. So the one guy orders an old-fashioned. And
With the cherry?
Well, here we go.
they brought it out in the highball glass, but it was almost to the color of a blood orange and cloudy, and had about 8 cherries on top of it. And, you know, the guy tasted it and like, this is the worst drink that I've ever tasted. You know, good stuff like that. The best part about it, John Taffer comes in and goes, "What are you doing? This old-fashioned has cherry in it. You can't make that." Now, they did make a spin-off drink from the old-fashioned that they could make, because they also make feature drinks for each location, and it was a cherry-based old-fashioned. So it was called something different, but it had a piece of candied bacon in it, cherry syrup, simple dashes of bitters in there, and I can't remember the full recipe for the drink, but that one was specifically based cherry because to mesh with the bacon for that drink. That's what it was made to be. But an old-fashioned, no freaking cherry. Get the hell out of here. And to save you from embarrassment when you go to a restaurant, you can get this very glass or design, how to make the perfect old-fashioned at beerbluesbs.com. Yes, that's right. Whiskey or bourbon, some simple syrup, a zest of an orange peel, a couple dashes of simple bitters, and no freaking cherry. Get that out.
Here's old-fashioned recipe coming to you in Potato Vision.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a little focus here, a little focus there. It just kind of is what it is. So I tell you what, the tip jar right here in the corner, you could tip us and send us some money for a better setup, maybe a broadcast setup, so Rude Boy Kyle doesn't broadcast to us from the moon, and we have cameras and maybe a production team that could focus.
Either that, or you can help pay for Mark's adventure to the bars while he brings that glass and says, "Make this for me."
In this glass, so you
In that glass.
read it off the side and make this for me.
You know,
You know, that could be a fun little segment to do, to go around to several different bars around town and record the show from the bar.
Oh man,
Make me your best old fashioned, please.
I already see it being horrible.
see, you know, if we just hired Rachel, who's everybody's favorite bartender,
Mm-hmm.
we'd never have a bad old-fashioned again.
It's true. It's true. and that is one of the bartenders at Thomas and Moriarty's in Mandan. And both of them actually used to work at Humpback Sally's, which Rude Boy Kyle and Jaco and Brother Nico remember from back in the day as well. When that was still open, may it rest in peace.
I didn't know how many free plugs we were throwing out there, so I didn't want to go into the names. But since you threw it out there, I will say Thomas and Moriarty's now is probably one of my favorite bars I have been to in a long time.
I think plugging local businesses is an okay thing.
Absolutely. Like Dialectic Brewing, just up the street from Thomas and Moriarty's. And there's the shirt. And Black Lions
I see what you did there.
as well.
Well, the mom and pop podcasts have to support the mom and pop businesses, so people helping people.
I'm on my podcast.
Make me another Hot Pocket, Mom.
A hot pocket. Eat my hot pocket.
Yes.
Although I
Make love, not Warcraft.
I did have to send a text message to the groomer extraordinaire to get me the Glen Moran from upstairs. So
is that who brought it down, or did one of the minions bring the?
no, well, see the wife brought down that, and then she brought the tiny dinosaur with her, which was the pterodactyl noises you were hearing in the mic that I forgot to mute.
Yeah, I mean we just thought it was Jimi Hendrix.
Saw parts of it.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
I'm thirsty, so
I purposely left the headset down here just to see if Jimi Hendrix would come back for the anniversary.
He did. It just, wasn't so opaque as he usually is.
All right.
He was there, but not.
More of a dark purple haze.
So again, what's on tap round 3 for me is the good stuff from the old Templeton Rye from Templeton, Iowa, up the street from Rude Boy Kyle. Small town, strong spirit with the good stuff. And again, this is made in Templeton, Iowa, online, templetonrye.com. Oh, I have some shenanigans here, Rude Boy. I don't know if you ever noticed this. Distilled in Indiana.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we know
that it's something that when I first moved to Iowa, the Templeton Distillery was a small but extremely popular new and upcoming business, and there was people who would camp out the night before they knew that Templeton was distributing to local grocery stores, Hy-Vee, Fairway, wherever it may be.
Whoa, now.
That little bit of knowledge right there just dropped Iowa off of the most represented state for brewery and distillery.
Well, they still make some in Iowa, but the thing is, where I was going with this was that they first started as a smaller business and recognized that the product itself was in such high demand that they needed to outsource some of the operations to a different location. So that's why they're as we'll say more popular now than they were here locally 10 to 12 years ago, because it was something where if you weren't there the day of distribution, you were not getting a bottle.
Diversification.
But now they also have the ability to make a 4, 6, and I've seen the 10-year. They also have a port cask variety. So it's something that in order to build the larger business, they had to get a little help from Indiana. So
sure,
there you go.
Until your hand came into the screen, Howie, I don't know what you were doing, but it did not look good on screen.
Shaking paint.
Yeah, shake it up.
Yeah.
That's what the kids call it these days.
Feeding the ducks.
Flogging the whales and the dolphins.
Distributing some free literature.
You know what? Since it's the anniversary, Kidder gave me another present here. I'm gonna break a little thing I've got going on here. I haven't had pop since November. However,
he's going NA too.
Kidder got me this god awful looking Move Edition drink.
Yep, that's what I said too.
So
which you
Hope
can
you
see
like
a couple
coconut.
episodes back.
I swear to, if there's coconut in this, it's going in the garbage.
What it tasted like to me, anyways.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that. Nope. I was gonna dump that in here, but the hell
Hard
with
pass.
that.
Don't ruin your whiskey.
That is terrible.
Uh-huh.
Why would you put coconut in Coca-Cola?
See, one flavor profile that I kind of got out of it was the buttered popcorn jelly belly jelly beans.
That's exactly what I
I've
got
heard
out of
people
it.
get that too, yeah. I was
No, I just
primarily
straight up,
coconut overwhelmed.
like biting a coconut and then pouring some Coke over it.
Mhm.
Like it. Bleh.
Yeah. I kept drinking it hoping that it would change, and it just got coconutty and more coconutty, and then I left it.
You get one sip. I'm not. Nope.
Maybe that's why they make them in such small cans.
I am not a
You don't feel
coconut
so
fan.
bad throwing away a small can.
Like I'll force my way. Like I forced my way through that Sunny D seltzer static. I don't think I
At
can
least it
force
had alcohol.
myself. I even if I poured vodka in this, I don't think I could drink that.
Mm-hmm.
I am not a coconut fan.
You'd have to get some strong, like, cheap whiskey to dump in there to hopefully counteract the grossness of it. But it'd probably be 95% whiskey at that point.
So Black Velvet makes a salted caramel whiskey. It is really good if you keep it in the freezer and have it like ice cold. That's probably like the only thing I could think that would maybe make that taste decent.
I've got some in the cabinet right up there.
That's good, isn't it?
It's not me who drinks it. It's
No.
it's the wife. So
I mean, it's not a top shelf like fine whiskey by any means, but
yeah,
We'll
it's
be on
good
the
for
road
a,
in the
for a
morning.
frozen shot here and there.
yeah.
Big D will pick you up on the way. How's that sound?
sounds just fine.
Well, everybody else is doing it, so I had another one here. I just finished off actually a Pinkerton Porter, and now I just poured myself a Potosi Lux out of Potosi, Wisconsin, which I've had one of their beers on here before. Talked about it a little bit. I don't know if you've seen the episode yet, Rude Boy. They're about 4 hours from you, but they have the National Brewery Museum, which I think would be a cool
Really?
place to go visit sometime.
Very nice. We'll have to go find that.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be fun to make a road trip there, and maybe we can coordinate something when Mark's planning to go that way. I can try to tag along and at least head for that part. And my
Sure.
wife's got family in Cedar Falls, so not too terribly far from you.
Yeah, couple hour drive.
JS looks like he's going to go throw up.
Nope. I am just freezing my ass off down here, so I'm plugging in a heater.
Wow.
It was 70 here today.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yes.
Look at me.
It was 72 in the sun.
Can't see through all the smug.
I got my heater right down here too. So
Yeah. I had to turn one on. I'm
Sitting here in my
Regrettably, I'm
kitchen
kinda
with the furnace turned off.
AC ran today for us a few times.
my basement about 10 degrees colder than the upstairs. So
I just had to refill my propane tank yesterday. Thanks for for rubbing it in.
I could probably use a spray foam guy since my basement's so much cooler than my upstairs.
Ah? Hey,
I
local
could
geek, I
maybe
know a guy.
deal with that.
I know a guy.
I just made my own trip to Williston here on last Saturday to do a job. So
And we kept him awake and out of the ditch on the way home.
you were the only reason I was not in the ditch on the way home, because that was a long flippin' day.
Glad that we did the show live.
Yeah. The Saturday or the Sunday episode?
That was the Saturday night show.
All right.
SAT.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed I missed night 2, but Saturday was a blast.
That's okay. From everything I got from hearing from Kidder,
Saturday was
night
the better episode.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't there on Sunday to throw out the 100% accurate predictions for all the matches. So I mean, I'm sorry that I couldn't lift the show up to its fullest potential.
You do have a point there, but the show quality was also at least 50% lower. So there's that.
Some of us had to work in the morning.
You know. So
What did I
speaking of-
hear about? Sorry, didn't mean to
No.
take over, but there was some controversy on night 1, apparently, they showed some footage from a concentration camp
Yes.
or something I heard. I don't know
Yes.
if that's even worth talking about or if that was a nothing burger, but
So,
I just remember hearing
I like
that.
the horror look on Big D's face. So in the kickoff show, there was a match. They were promoting the match between Rey Mysterio and his son Dominic Mysterio. Now, the backstory is that Dominic has been in prison. He's seen things. He's been through things in prison.
And that's the prison they showed.
So they were showing a montage of quick clips of what were supposed to be prison images between shots of him in prison. And one of the shots slipped in was an Auschwitz photo
Man.
or video.
Oh, really?
And I
So
wish,
mysterious.
I wish that it was kidding. Oh, sorry, it was 2. I just turned down my laptop. I should have kept it on, I guess. I didn't think it was counting. We lost everybody. Come back. So let's see here.
Oh, that sounds like a PR nightmare.
How do you not notice that?
I think somebody went through the
They probably just
stock
did an
footage.
image search or clip art place.
Did you have like the latest beer guy running your PR campaign for the day, or like, how?
Okay, I'm going to attempt this.
Oh man.
I know.
People, if we lose you, please stay on. We'll come right back.
Coming to you in Nokia Vision.
Live in Technicolor.
Yeah, we're gonna blow it up. Okay, it actually worked. Holy crap!
Oh my
It
God.
looks good.
Okay, so those of you who can or cannot read it, there it is. WWE apologizes for using Auschwitz footage in WrestleMania promo. And they said, after realizing, we apologize for this error. So this is the photo in question. It was perhaps a photo or video of this specific piece right here. But as you can see, exploiting the site that became a symbol of enormous human tragedy is shameless and insults the memory of all victims of Auschwitz. And they took immediate action once it was flagged. But again, there you go. That's what was shown in the kickoff show of WrestleMania Night 1.
Ugh.
Everybody just changed places on my screen here now. I got real confused for a second.
I didn't.
There you go.
Yep.
It's magic.
And surprisingly, Kidder, you would think that would still be kind of like a bigger news story, but
It's not.
the bigger news story that came out, well, okay, one, that's kind of like their second big screw up, because they also, when they switched Walter's name to Gunther, they gave him a last name that was, I forget what the last name they chose, but when you put that name together, Gunther, whatever the last name was, it was actually the name of a famous Nazi. So like that's like their second really big lack of knowledge of World War II.
Here's our new wrestler, Klaus Barbie. Come on, guys, you got to do a little research here.
Yeah. But the bigger news story has been that the sale of WWE to the parent company of UFC, and the fact that Kidder, I get to say my prediction way back when the scandal about Vince McMahon broke, that nothing would change.
Mm-hmm.
I was right.
The roster
back.
WrestleMania sucked.
Yeah, he's back. He's back in charge. He's running creative. Nothing has changed, and therefore proving Howard right. So, yeah.
So here's the name Gunther Stark was the name. He was a U-boat commander, and he was a Nazi. He died in the English Channel on June 8th, 1944. And he was a corporal lieutenant as his final rank, whatever that means in the German army or the German navy.
I would hope it's captain if he's captain of a U-boat or something equivalent.
I mean, I could see that. Capitan Lieutenant. It's all one word there.
They got more ranks than we do. That strikes me as a low.
It's
I don't know
like
how ranks me.
It's like Sir Obergruppenführer of the Man in the High Castle.
Oh.
Super Gruppenführer, or however
I still
many.
got to read that book.
I'd probably read the book. I watched the Amazon series.
I watched the first season and bought the book and then stopped doing both. So
the first season was the best.
Okay. I won't continue then.
Yep.
I'll just read the book.
Yep, read the book, and I hope you enjoy it, because by the time I got to season 4 was the last one, I was like, WTF is this, mate? Just like the old Flash video. So.
It's like WTF, mate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if round 5 should be the word I can't pronounce or Baltic Fire.
Both.
Well, what we need to do is the one you can't pronounce. Is it in English? If so, you're cut off.
Well, judging by the Sharpie marks, I'm assuming it says Chernaya Koshka.
Chernaya Koshka.
Can you hold it up to the camera?
Not what that says, but sure.
Oh, it's the Russian black cat.
Yes.
Yeah. That one. That word.
Interesting.
It is clearly scribbled in Sharpie on duct tape.
Oh, it's almost Cyrillic.
That
there
that
That is
is
Shania
a
Koshka.
local geek special. Tell us about it.
Shania
See-
Twain. No.
See, Shania, in my eyes, is not spelled like that.
Man.
Which one are we going for here? Shania Koska or Shania Twain or Baltic Fire?
I think we need to hear more about the fire one.
Baltic
curious.
If you say "Here we go, girls," which one do you want to drink?
Let's go, girls.
Gonna get coyote ugly in here, let me tell you.
Baltic
be
Fire
surprised
is
that I
a
even
Baltic
know that.
porter with vanilla, full-rounded, roasted, made with chocolate, malt, and vanilla. It is made in the Lakefront Brewery from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is.
I'd say take a swig of the one that has the duct tape label on it, because if it doesn't taste good, you just duct tape it shut and not worry about it again.
Oh, I
We've had
know.
that before.
Yeah, this stuff is awesome. I'm just
Oh,
debating whether I have it tonight or whether I'll save it for tomorrow night and have this with the leftover steak.
Well, since you've already been royally disappointed by a beverage, maybe you should go with the one you know is safe.
Yeah.
God.
Bring yourself
Wait,
up.
wait. What has this show ever been about? Drinking what's safe?
See,
Hey,
does have a
it's
point.
never been about drinking what's safe.
He does have a point.
Every once in a while, I do. Yes. Yes.
there's another joiner. Look at that.
I mean, I brought you some good beers too, Howard. Come on.
Oh,
Maybe Kidder didn't give them to you, but
Oh, geez, he's
Oh.
deep throating it. He's deep throating it.
It's angry. Midnight Rocker 101.
Midnight Rocker. Gotta unmute there, boy.
What's up?
Oh,
Oh, we're like live and live at the
Inception.
same time.
12% chocolate foam does not taste good. Woo! Oh man, that was
You're
rough.
still muted, Midnight Rocker.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
I did the same
He
thing.
probably
Unmute-
doesn't want
unmute
to
your thing.
feedback because
Oh.
we're gonna
Hey,
cross
what's up,
the
guys?
streams.
I don't
Hey,
care.
There he
what's
is.
up, guys?
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
I'm streaming
hello.
live on Twitch right now for
Woo!
my 3rd anniversary, but I wanted to wish Mark and Howard and the rest of you guys amazing 2 years
Woo!
of the Be Best podcast in the world.
Well, you got a whole year on us.
And
so
and
you have
happy
it all
3
figured out.
years to
Hey,
you.
Congratulations.
But you guys are more cooler than I am, though.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I know you do have more piercings than we
Valid.
do, like combined. So that ups your coolness right there. Yeah.
I was gonna say the only people watching the show are the people who are on it right now. So, thank you.
Thanks for the host.
It's amazing.
It's awesome. So, what are you streaming tonight, there, Midnight Rocka 101
Uh,
on
today-
Twitch?
Today we went and we did a lake stream. We went around the lake, looked for some fish, some geese. Almost got attacked by some geese. Then we
That
went to
was-
the brewery,
Canadian geese,
and then we
right?
got stream sniped where some people came up to me, wanted to be on stream, took some pictures, or people want to take pictures from the distance, which is kind of crazy. And yeah, we just kind of walked around the cities a little bit, had a good time, did some beer testing at the brewery, which was very awesome. And then we came back home and had to tune into your guys' adventure.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
What'd
I
you
will say
taste at
those
the
geese are
brewery?
ballsy.
I'd go as far as calling the geese stream snipers themselves.
I know, right?
I actually
Canadian
had one
geese.
charge my car going down the highway one time. Like they were in the ditch on the side of the highway, and they ran out at my car as I drove by.
Why is it so angry?
Those jerks.
He's still having problems with his beer.
What? What did you do to
Yeah,
this
I remember
beer?
my first beer.
Did you
JS'
tilt the
first
glass?
beer.
JS, if you need, I got a poncho for you.
It won't stop.
And I'm sure Chris has some rubber nipples to stick on that too if you want one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that man needs a nipple.
I turned into a glass.
on that-
thinking the glass.
on that-
Big D's like,
Glass
okay,
is worse.
I'm out.
Actually, yeah, on that mildly disturbing note, it is
No
11:30.
nipple talk
It has
with
been
me.
it's been a week, and I need to sleep because I'm dragging.
Hey, you can get that
So.
shirt at beerbluesbs.com. Just click on merch.
What?
It's been a week. It's a shirt. It's a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's
It-
totally a thing.
It's Howard's catchphrase.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely a thing. You should get a
2
shower
8-hour
curtain.
drives in 4 days. So, yep.
It has been a week, and I've got some head.
We don't have
It-
that as a shirt yet, but there's
it's-
possibilities.
It's gonna be a week before that beer calms down. You're actually able to drink it.
Oh my god! What did
Gonna need
you
a
do to
straw and go to
beer?
the bottom.
Here's the
All right.
pitch. Here's the pitch for you, kidder. I got head at beerbluesbs.com.
All right. What's
Like, it's an
Howard think
amazing
about
beer,
that?
but the
We
foam,
might actually get some clicks.
Alrighty.
But are those the clicks we want? Big
So
D,
good night, Big D.
good night.
See you,
Yeah, we'll see you guys.
See you soon.
See ya.
Live long and prosper.
Just not in storage.
So,
Although it wasn't Howard this time, so.
Local geek, what do you think about
Who
some of
has
that?
left the meeting?
What do I think about what?
The slogans and the trouble that JS is having with his beer.
I claim no responsibility for that.
Okay,
It
the slogan.
it may have fermented in the bottle. I don't know. The last one he had though was fine, and that one sat
Right.
almost as long.
I mean, he did
The last
put it in
one-
his pocket, so I kept it
Does
refrigerated.
it taste
though.
like duct tape?
It shouldn't.
It should taste just as good.
Oh, it tastes amazing. The foam is like straight
Probably
Alcoholic
15% alcohol.
caramely marshmallow.
That enhances the flavor.
I think that might be the last one of those. Actually, I lied. I saved one bottle of just about every beer I've made, so I have one in my vault. But I think
I
that's
see.
the last one other than that one.
Yeah, this is the foam. Like if you could make a marshmallow taste like alcoholic caramel, like that the foam is that.
That's his next goal. There you go, local geek. Your next project, alcoholic marshmallows. Let's get on the map. Let's do this.
I don't know. I'm working on JS's other project right now, the grapefruit shandies.
Ah, right.
I'm very excited.
I'm picking up the keg tomorrow or possibly Sunday of the beer for the base of it, and got some grapefruit juice and some lemonade and some pineapple juice to throw into it and make it into shandy, see what each one tastes like, and
Hell yeah.
get a few bottles spread around.
So, Midnight Rocker, what did you taste at the brewery? Because I'm sure they had a few different products, right?
Oh yeah, we went to a place called Inflatable Brewing.
It's infallible.
Infallible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Mrs.
Yeah, she's right here. Within.
The
Inflatable,
inflatable
sorry.
brewery.
Yep. And
Suitable
they
for
actually
parties
they brew their own drinks. So we had like stuff like from ciders to different like kind of like Guinness type beers. We had a flight. We tried a flight out. So we had 4 different beers comes in a flight, and we just kind of picked around and did a little taste test from ciders to like dark beer to ales. We kind of just sprinkled it around a little bit.
So, out of the 4 or 8 different ones that you had, what, if you remember, which types of beer that you had or ciders and whatnot, just give us a rundown on them.
My favorite one, there was one called like it was like an apple cider. It was like kind of an apple, kind of like a because I'm a cider guy, obviously. There's one kind of like an apple cider, but there was one called an Irish Flame something, and that was kind of like a nice little kick to it. It was an ale, and that one was nice too. I really enjoyed that one.
And that was all of them that the two of you tried, or did you try some crazy ones between each other where you had like 8 total, or?
I was working.
Yeah, she was actually working. So
Oh.
I was by myself.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Today. Yeah.
Sorry to bring the bad news.
Oh no, it's all good. Yeah.
I come home and I get to enjoy.
Yeah, she while she works, she watches me stream.
Yeah, I do.
And she goes, "Wow, your job is really tough." I'm like, "I know, isn't it?"
That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
it totally is. I'm hauling around 50-pound bags of dog food all day.
So,
Well, the real question is, what is she packaging? Because that looks like a gift.
my niece turns 3, so
Ah,
packing.
oh, are you watching us on stream too?
maybe. at twitch.tv
Like Dublin,
/
so-
Midnight Rocker 101.
Make sure, Mark, make sure you use your Prime sub. It is free.
I may
for
or
a
may
Prime
not
sub.
or have already done
Prime
so.
subs.
Did I
Hashtag
miss?
sub for
Oh
free.
my God! Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You don't even know what
Tier
the hell's
one.
going on.
Oh, thank you so
Oh, now
much.
he's got the
I just
chat
didn't-
up, but
Peter's
it
got
is
17
Inception.
computers going at one time, so he's got everything up.
My internet
Offline
is
subs.
is
Thank
ready
you for
to
your Prime
sweat.
sub. Thank you so much for your Prime sub. It helps out so much.
We're hoping the same on this end of it, where you go to
Absolutely.
beerbluesbs.com and click on merch to get like cool stuff like the Triple B pint glass. You can
Oh,
drink.
dude! Wow, dude!
You
It
can
looks
drink out of the Triple
amazing.
B pint glass.
That's so cool.
Dude, I
Kid's
think
old fashioned pint
we-
glass. It's got the
Brought to you
recipe for the
potato
perfect
vision.
old fashioned.
do they sell those at the Outback Steakhouse?
They should. to which the question for Howard is that an Outback?
Yeah.
And Outback.
It should be. No,
Howard
it was just a
Bloomwood.
holiday.
Oh my God!
The
How
third
he's just
derivative
lost
is
in
a
a,
steak
in a
machine.
Howard.
Warhammer figure right now, so
Oh my God! Thank you, Howard, for your Prime sub. Also, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you
If
so
I had
much.
mine right now, I'd give you mine. So.
I always forget about it.
Thank
So
you so much.
Since I was sitting here and you reminded me,
Thank you.
might as well.
Bam! If
Thank
only,
you.
If only we had that set up on this show, but we're not that classy.
I will.
I don't know. I don't know
we
how
will-
any of this works. Otherwise, I'd do it too.
Thank you, guys. I feel bad because I don't want to make this like
Hey, you
my
you
deal.
have, you have. Hey, look at that! Local Geek is following now. There's a shout out right here.
Oh my God! Thank you, local geek. Thank you for the follow.
We're
Thank you so much.
we're rating you. Is that how this works?
Well, it should be like this is your guys' anniversary. It should be the other way around, right?
It's your anniversary too, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. But I mean,
See?
I'm not
I
that
gotcha.
important, you know. Like I
Yeah,
just
you ain't.
You
Yeah.
have triple the people
She said I
watching
ain't
than we
shit.
do.
so,
I just gotta. You gotta have your peanut. You gotta have your peanut gallery comment.
I mean, you guys are cool.
We tried it.
Anyway,
Thank you.
appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I know
Well,
it's kind of last minute, but I was like, because you asked me, hey, are you still watching? I was like, yes. Or, you know, so it's nice. I got to pop on for a little bit and see the guys again from the anniversary stream.
that was
The 100th episode.
that was
Yes.
a cluster.
That was so fun. I had a lot of fun.
That was a fun episode.
Hmm. Howard was scratching his head and pulling his grays out over that one.
Oh,
That was
No.
not fun to edit.
Howard,
but,
you do a good job.
It worked out.
you guys it's always fun to work with you guys and everybody else in the stream too. It's always fun to have. I enjoy like doing podcasts with you guys. It's a lot of fun. Everybody's so nice and positive and have just good times, you know.
We always try to have some good
Yeah.
times. Have as much of a fun time as what we can.
And you guys, is this you guys' like first live stream or how many live streams have you guys done?
This is actually number 3. We did the
Number
first
3, okay.
2 this past weekend
Yeah.
for WrestleMania night 1 and night 2.
Oh shit!
Do you need a new cleaner car
Yeah. Night one was a blast. So
That's awesome.
for me?
I dig it. Oh,
Thanks for
look
the
at that.
follow.
oh my goodness.
Oh!
Boom!
Another
Bingo
prime
Bat
sub.
with the tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Bingo Bat with the tier 1 the sub with Prime. Thank you so much.
Brother Nico
Wow,
in the
shit.
flesh.
Maybe I should just come here to Beer and Blues to get my subs.
I would help you out, but I don't understand what any of that is. So
Wow, thank you guys.
And Lazy Goalie's
Well,
got
hey, Mark,
the,
we should do
the
Mark, we
eel.
should do this every weekend so that I can get more subs and then you know,
We
No.
might have more than one person watch this. 2 people.
No, thank you guys.
This is awesome.
This is about you guys, you know. And I've been a fan since day one of your guys' stream, and Howard does an amazing job doing the editing. Mark is incredible. I've known Mark for a long time when I was in a band and promoted me. And you guys are amazing, dude. I love your guys' podcast. Big fan. Big fan.
Cheers.
Yeah. And everybody else too that's been on here, like, so fun. Jameson, funny guy.
I'm just here for the ride, man.
Yeah. He's a funny
And the
guy.
whiskey.
Derek is he's a great dude. Bob is amazing. Rude Boy. I'm just meeting Rude Boy for the first time, I think, too, also.
Yep. No,
But,
I've seen you on the.
Weren't
back
you
when
on the
we did
100th
the episode 100.
yeah, I was on the 100 one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this would be like, I think my 4th time now on stream. Maybe, I think, or
4th
something like
episode
that.
with us. Yep. Howard's given the
Yeah.
approval for the
Howard's
archive verification.
I get nervous because it's like Howard is like the guy, like,
Yeah.
you know.
He's the man. He's gonna stick
Yeah.
out the,
Yeah.
the hand, and like you're gonna get a little shake first, and then you're done.
He's the arbiter of the stream.
Yeah.
What are you drinking there, Midnight Rocker? We'll get it documented just to make sure that it
Oh my
shows
God.
up for account.
Yeah.
What do
you're
we
on
have
the
to know?
list.
It is it's pineapple mango vodka with 3D
You want-
blue,
here.
berry blue, and
I'll let you let her tell you
Here
that.
we go.
Hold on.
Hi, crushing the stream. It's mango pineapple vodka vodka and this energy drink, 3D berry blue energy drink.
Awesome. And where are those from?
Ah, you guys are hitting it hard.
Total Wine, and I actually got this at Dollar Tree. So
Yes.
And then
We
when
cheat.
rotate the can, it should have like a distillery or something. Just help out local geeks.
For the energy drink.
Yeah, both.
well, it's not local. It says it's out of Louisville, Kentucky.
There's
so-
your Kentucky right there. We got it on the show.
Oh, Ridley had Kentucky bourbon earlier, so Kentucky made it.
All right,
Yeah.
well.
3D energy drink distilled at your local Walmart bathroom.
Finest of toilet wines.
I don't know where the fuck that comes out of. Like,
I think probably out of Sweden. I don't know.
so.
Yeah, Svedka's Sweden,
Svedka's
I think.
actually out of California, according to their website.
Is it? Okay.
I
Yeah,
suppose
San
it's-
Francisco.
She's checking. She's double checking.
Oh my God,
We took a bag of
Kentucky.
sugar and added
Kentucky.
new flavoring.
Owensboro, Kentucky.
It's out of what? Owensboro, Kentucky. So double cheers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We're glad that you could join us. What else have you been
Yeah,
up to?
thank you guys. What's that?
What else have you been up to?
You know, man, I've been just hitting it hard on the streaming, getting ready for the summertime. To hit it hard and do some more traveling, and hopefully, you know, we're gonna try to go to overseas to Japan, Korea, Thailand, to venture
Hell yeah.
out and expand our wings a little bit.
Cool.
And yeah, and you know, show people like the cool experiences from our view and stuff like that. So we're just kind of working slow to the medium level, you know.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's our plan, future plan of here. But
Do you get over the North Dakota way in your travels at all?
you know, I haven't been there in a while. You know, my family lives there, but this summer I'm gonna come out there and I want to do a couple streams.
We're gonna do like a visiting tour. We're
A
just
visit-
gonna drive around and visit everyone in that
Yeah,
sector.
we're gonna do like a
of
visiting
North
tour. We're gonna go to like Fargo, do like a Fargo stream, and then kind of work our way to like Jamestown and all the way to Bismarck. And, you know, as long as people let us stream there, you know, And most people are pretty cool, like around here. They don't mind the cameras, but we're gonna kind of work our way. But I have to talk to Mark a little bit because he knows the strings, where you can and can't stream. So we'll post some
Pretty
strings.
sure we could find a place or two out here that you guys could put a camera or two or 7 up.
Yeah, because we're really like when I stream, I'm really respectful. I don't go put the camera in people's faces. Like I'm respectful. We'll sit in the corner, drink our drinks, have a good time.
That's
Cool.
where it's fun, though.
Stuff
You,
like
you
that.
come running up to people. Hey, how should get out of here, buddy? And then shove it right in the face.
And everybody, like, every place I go, they're pretty cool. They're like, and I'm getting more like recognition. Like, oh yeah, you're that guy, and they're cool. They let me stream places, and went to the Mall of America the other day. Super cool, and people come up and yeah. So it's nice. It's nice. People come up and ask and want pictures or whatever. It's cool. It's a cool thing. I enjoy it.
The reason I asked is because the next beer I'm brewing is a spotted cow clone, and I'd like to get my hands on some spotted cow to try it side by side. I don't know a lot of people out in Wisconsin, but I know you're not too far from there, so.
Yeah.
You can get it at Total Wine.
Yeah, we can actually get it at the liquor store right down the street here too.
Oh,
yeah.
It's good shit.
She said it's good shit.
It is. I've had it
I haven't
before.
had it, but-
Delicious.
I just, it's been a while since I had it, so to try it side by side would be awesome.
I too have had the spotted cow. I will vouch it is good beer.
Wisconsin does know how to make good beer, definitely.
I love summer shandy.
And hello to the 20-some people watching over on.
Oh,
Midnight
yeah, on
Rocker
Twitch.
Stream. On Twitch.
Yep.
Holy cow! You got 20. We have 3.
Where are we at? Oh, there's one
I think
concurrent viewer.
Oh,
We're
man.
screwed. We're probably looking at it on Midnight Rockers feed actually right now.
Probably,
He's the one viewer.
I'm not even. Yeah, because I'm not even paying attention to my chat. I'm just watching
We're just
because I'm on
blowing
my
up.
phone doing this. So
You have the missus take a look at see what we're blowing up.
as long as we're having a good time, that's all that
I
matters.
can't hear anything over wild animals.
Not here
Yeah.
for a good Friday. I'm here. Wait, no,
Yeah.
I'm not here for a long
here-
Friday.
I'm here
for
to-
a good Friday.
I'm here to hang out with you guys and support you guys because you guys have been amazing, and I love your guys' podcast, and you guys have me on, and all the other people have been super incredible, and I wish you guys a very awesome 2 years, and you guys have made it more than most of my friends on podcasts, so I'm so proud of you guys, Howard and Mark, and you guys are gonna make it so many more times, so.
About 3 or 4. Is
It's
that what you're
amazing.
thinking?
Yo,
maybe weeks.
what's up, Dembski? How you doing, man? I'm on a
Dembski saying,
podcast right now.
yo.
Yeah,
Dembski,
my
don't
buddy,
forget-
my buddy from Australia.
Don't forget to smash that sub button at youtube.com/beerbluesbs.
Yeah, can you?
Here, let me.
Here, she's gonna
tablet.
gonna control the chat while I'm doing. This.
Here,
Yeah, you control the chat.
Fancy lappy toppy.
Isn't that nice to have a nice girl that?
Lappy 8,000.
I wanna post a link.
It's like the-
No, we got 2. We got 2 more viewers.
yeah. The Compy 2000.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't view
Just
that as
type
too
in
much
the
of a
chat.
success, JS. I actually restarted watching our stream.
Just post a link.
Glad we're going downhill one step at a time. Awesome. I love it.
Thank you guys for having me on last minute, even though it's kind of crazy, but
Well, this is fun because it's definitely like Inception because we're
It's-
streaming through a stream that's also on a stream.
yeah, right? Yeah.
And Howard's like, can we stop?
Oh, Howard. You
We're
always
gonna
looking-
need some mods for our chat here soon.
We're gonna have to pay for that. One of these-
Derek's
Howard-
head vanished. I don't know.
Howard,
I
you
don't,
got
I
new-
don't know where it went.
Howard must have got new lights in his room because it looks really fancy, Howard.
It's been a while since I've had that one. Just out of the backlight, really. So nothing too fancy.
Looks good.
Dungeon.
I
I'm
prefer the
starting to
term
fe-
cave.
There's no
I'm starting to
change
feel
present.
like Kyle here because I'm down to one working light bulb in my basement.
Nice.
Right.
You know, I happen to have a good link for you for a nice light on the Amazonian services. You can
Yeah,
get it.
you know,
It's got the
I've
little,
been-
little remote.
I've been gaining popularity on my views in TikTok here with some of my videos. So
Oh,
I'm gonna have to.
What's your
It's true.
TikTok?
Yeah. What are you, cowboy in blue?
R Factor spray foam, I think.
Uh-oh.
Peter, you're letting out my secrets. Don't tell him that.
I don't know which one. There's too many
Uh,
secrets.
Oh, yep, you're right. It's at Cowboy in Blue. Okay.
I was right all along. Twitch, no, that's not Twitch. It's TikTok dot whatever at plus minus.
So the
I
I
think
I do videos here and there on some spray foam stuff, but the majority of my stuff is actually for repairs in the grooming salon. So I fix clippers and stuff like that for my wife and pick them out to the other groomers throughout the country so they can fix some of their own stuff.
I like it.
What's going on here?
Oh, Mark, I was supposed to ask you. Alyssa asked, she goes, I miss Samantha. We need to see each other. And I told her, I was like, when we go to the Bismarck tour, we're going to see you guys, hopefully. And Alyssa said
Oh, we'll be
she
here.
needs to sit down. So
We'll,
that was like a request.
we'll be down. We'll here. We are here. We don't have much going on these days.
I want to meet your peeping. I'm always one.
I want to get out to, when I get out there too, Mark, a couple of breweries too, if I can.
There
We'll do
are
a
a
little
couple
bit
up
of
here.
Yep.
You should maybe hit up Laughing
Oh
Sun.
my God! Another prime
Well,
sub.
Bam!
who
Pop
is it?
sub, local geek. Whoop whoop.
Who is it? My friend.
Figure it out.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Who's gifting these? Who's prime subs?
That there's local geek, the latest one, the
Thank you,
brewmaster
Loco
himself.
Geek. I appreciate you, man. I don't know where to look.
Figure out how to do it.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Whoop, whoop,
Oh my
whoop,
God.
whoop. Yeah.
I wish I could.
You guys are amazing.
Hey, you do that in a
You
Thank you so much. Thank you, Local Geek, for your prime sub, man. I love you.
Yeah, no problem.
you crashed our stream, so we'll crash yours too.
Thank you.
And try not to crash the internet. You know, that's another.
Yeah,
thing.
hopefully
But-
not, right?
But up here
Wait.
we have 6 or 7 or 8. Is that correct? There, local geek. How many breweries do we have? It's got to be 6 to 8 local breweries here, between Dialectic, Laughing Sun, Bismarck Brewing Company, Stone Home, Buffalo Commons. Help me with
Aleworks.
Aleworks.
Black
plus-
Lake Ranch.
Black Lake Ranch. Aleworks is Bismarck Brewing.
What's the one I just seen my cousin the other day, Mark, and he had the one, there was a shopping mall one. Was that Fargo?
That's in Fargo. Yes.
'Cause he was I was watching my cousin. He was at the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, and he was like, yo, I'm at this brewery, and it's a shopping mall. And it looked insane.
Yep, might have been Drecker's Brewhalla. I know
Yeah.
Yes.
it's massive.
That's what it is.
Yo,
What the fuck?
Yo!
Yeah, I think you nailed all the ones we have in town,
Oh.
kid, because
Oh my
Bird
God.
Dog's closed, so that would have been the 7th one.
Hype train. Oh my god, we got a hype train. Yo, thank you. I see goalie 35
Lazy
for the hype train.
goalie! The
Let's
lazy
go.
goalie!
We have a hype,
Whoop, whoop!
hype train. Hype train.
Hype train!
Level 1 hype train. Let's go.
Choo-choo!
Thank you guys.
It's more action than our stream has ever seen.
I feel bad. I'm not.
Seriously,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Dembski, thanks for joining the chat, and hopefully you smash that sub button, bro. Join us on Facebook.
Yes. Dembski. That's my friend Dembski he's from down under. Good friend of mine.
So, here's a legitimate question for anybody who wants to answer. Who has had Vegemite? So, of course, Men at Work
I have.
and Land Down Under talking about a Vegemite sandwich. Who has had Vegemite? So, Rude Boy, Nico, did you raise your hand too?
Yeah, it's been many years.
I wanted to, though.
So you guys, you have not had Vegemite yet?
Have not.
I know what it is, but I have not had it.
The weird thing about it is, thanks for the sub there as well. Appreciate you clicking the thumbs up there, Dembski.
Oh, thank you, Dems. My bro.
Vegemite is made by Kraft Corporation, and even though it's supposed to be an Australian delicacy, it is made in the U.S. and imported into Australia. The reason I know that is by hanging out from the band Longreef, who are originally from Australia and were touring in the U.S. when I got to meet them, hang out with them, have a good time here in Bismarck, Mandan. So, when you look at Vegemite, it's like a nasty black-gray paste. Almost... would you guys say that it's almost like some caviars look?
No.
Caviar is more
I thought-
rounded,
doesn't it
not
look
like
like-
More like a bean paste.
Yeah, it's just
I
kind
thought
of
it
like
looked
a
like
extremely
cheese.
thick ketchup.
Oh my god, thank you for the 100 biddies.
Gotta get that.
Got them biddies.
I mean, it's just yeast extract is all it is. But
Oh my god, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. What's up, cats? Thank you so
Limited
much.
time to earn. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? How does this work?
I'm on a hype train, so the more you donate,
Level
the hype
1.
train goes up, and then you get more emotes.
Choo choo.
You don't have to donate. Don't feel free to donate.
You only get 100 from me.
Yeah, totally right there, Dembski. Darker than chocolate. That would be a great way to describe it. And then the taste is very interesting because it's not like dirt, but yet it's not fishy. I don't know. Rude Boy and Nico, how would you describe when you tasted it?
I should look at
just
their
salty.
Yeah, a
It's-
lot
That
of
was the
salt.
biggest
It's a
thing.
very
salty.
strong and salty taste, and if you're not used to it, then I'd say do a little bit on a corner of toast and try it out, and
Do a line
and-
on toast.
and do a little bit
Oh,
corner of toast and just try it out that way and go from there, because it is a very extreme taste that we're not used to here in the States.
I got excited. Howard pulled out a bottle, and then when he
Yeah.
opened it up, it was paintbrushes.
These are I finally, with the figure I'm painting, I'm getting to a level of detail that unfortunately my current brush, I don't know if you can tell, is starting to bend. So I'm finally breaking into, I have a set of the Squidmar Kolinsky Sable Premier brushes, and I'm finally opening those up because I need a little bit more control than
Hold that.
No
To me-
more.
Yeah, it's
so.
I'm disappointed, Howard. You haven't glued your fingers together yet.
You know, I was gonna bring it up at some point, you know, as kind of a good news, bad news. The good news is I have completed assembling all of the Bones 5 models, so I have no more of those to do. The bad news means that I will no longer be gluing my fingers together on the show. So for everybody who loved that bit, go back, watch the old episodes, and watch me suffer.
Give us a thumbs up on those. Awesome. Uh-oh. See Midnight Rocker up in the flesh now? You moved away from the camera in the camera so we don't have inception.
Oh no, I'm still here. I just gotta pee, and I'm like, Alyssa, hold the camera. Hold the camera for me while I pee.
IRL indeed.
Literally. I come home from work and have to work more.
We're about to turn Bear Blues and BS into an OnlyFans.
Oh my God.
Got to put up that sub wall. And we can really start raking in the cash.
I mean, you're not lying.
Big dash.
So, since you're on the show now and joining us, we know what's on tap now, but the last time you went out, what did you have in the alcoholic realm of things?
I was taking shots of Crown Apple with my mother.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
Was
That's
it somebody's
hardcore.
birthday, or were you getting over a traumatic moment in your life?
Nope, just a Sunday.
Breakfast? Yeah.
Nope, just a Sunday.
Oh, all right.
No, my mom wanted me to jump her car, and that turned into, let's go have dinner. And then I texted a friend that lived in the area that I hadn't seen for a while, and then they showed up, and then Crown Royal apple shots were taken. So.
Well,
All right.
And aside from that, then, if that was the only thing you had that day, how about the experience before that? I'm trying to weed down to when you had some good, tasty beverages at somewhere, because I know you have so many opportunities in the metro area.
I had a Bloody Mary while I was there too. That was actually pretty good. I don't know what was in it, but it was pretty good. What have I had? I don't know. I've been trying to cut back my drinking, so I haven't been drinking that much lately.
Except for the Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, that was the first time in a while.
Hey, somebody's got to be the responsible one around here.
Oh, that's not me. I just work a full-time job now, so I can't partake as much as I used to. I don't know what besides that. We always just get stuff from the liquor store. If you're looking for a good brewery in Minneapolis that I swear by is ND Brewery out of Minneapolis. They make a really good lavender honey ale that I really like. It's very similar to a summer shandy.
Local geeks
Other
taking
than
notes.
that,
See you taking notes.
Indeed is good. I've had a couple of their beers before.
You need
yeah,
Indeed.
I like Leinenkugel's summer shandy. I'm not a huge fan of their honey vice, but when summer hits, when the weather gets warmer here in Minnesota, all I want is a summer shandy.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
Down easy.
Mm-hmm. I asked Midnight Rocker tonight. I was like, give me a 12-pack of summer shandy, but he's like, nah, I want vodka. I was like, fine.
It is not warm enough yet for summer shandy.
No, I mean, I live in Minnesota. It's been cold. The second it hits 50 degrees, I'm like, yes, summer's here. I need that.
Yeah, we haven't got there yet. We're still in cold.
Give us until Monday or Sunday. Easter Sunday looks really nice, and Monday looks really nice too. I'm
So,
throwing that out
Gator,
there as a tease. What?
I might be. Is this the first female guest that you guys have actually had?
Nope.
No. Okay.
You can see how you can see how up to date in episodes I am.
Lefty was on an episode a while back.
Ah, man.
I'm just
I tried.
questioning.
No, we're
You're-
happy to have you because you're actually bringing some other expertise to the show.
Sky. Sorry, I have naughty cats. Get down.
No, kitty.
No, literally, she like lives on my counters, and I hate it.
I had to throw Mr. Bigglesworth back into the garage. So
Yeah, he had $1 million, and then it went back to the garage.
Yeah, the big one's a good boy about not getting on my counters, and we have a bearded dragon too, and the little one is constantly on the bearded dragon's like enclosure, and it makes him very angry. So I'm constantly yelling at cats to get off of something, whether it's the counter or the lizard or the stove. I was yelling at the fat one today to get off the stove. So
just turn it on; they'll figure it out.
I don't think he will. I don't think he has enough brain cells for that.
And you have a dinner snack. It's like an appetizer.
Yes, yes. You can start your own Chinese food restaurant.
There's a song about that. The cat in the kettle at the Peking moon. The place that I eat every day at noon.
All right, I'm gonna give you back to the man.
Oh, yeah, and she's gone. That's enough of that. That was.
I have a cat that's figured out how to work its way through the rafters into my basement, and then pops in through the hole in the floor underneath the whirlpool tub, and then comes out in the bathroom.
I was bringing forth a legitimate old school flash video from the Internet Archives. I'm pretty sure it was on E-Bombs World. Brother Nico, can you confirm it was that on E-Bombs World or
Which one?
The cat in the kettle.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
It was an old school flash video, but it was, the cat in the kettle at the Peking moon, the place that I eat every day at noon. They can feed you cat, and you'll never know, 'cause they fry it real crisp in dough, boy. They fry it real crisp in dough. Chow mein, I said I wanted more. As he came to the door from the pet store next door. There it is. Yep. He's waiting for us to get a strike
Copyright
on
strike.
YouTube now.
That's copyright strike, man. You can't play that.
It's a good thing
Stop making me be the stream police, okay?
Hey, lazy goalie!
But it was
Lazy
YouTube
goalie!
on the YouTube. How can YouTube shut you down for playing YouTube on YouTube?
It's that somebody else with YouTube, here you go. Somebody else who has that, once they catch that clip, it can go, you're playing somebody else's stuff, and it can copyright it. So I then have to either try and fight that, which is a stupid process because that goes to whoever has the claim and they get to decide whether we were using that in a legitimate reason or not. Or I have to now cut that section of audio out of the show. So.
Well, I'm glad I can make your life difficult, Howard.
He's always
Listen,
dropping
it's
F-bombs
live. I'm
and
not
he's
supposed to
putting up
have to do any
copyrighted
edit.
stuff.
Here,
He's
let me do it
ripping
again.
up. He's slandering YouTube. He's all over the place. It's
If you're
Play
gonna
some
make him
credence.
difficult, you have to give him beer.
Rude Boy Kyle, big thank you for the $25 thrown toward us here in the buy us a round. He bought us a big round, Vegemite and all.
Get down. You're going to ruin my dog art. Get down.
Yeah, kid.
Get down, king.
Literally, I'm always like,
No,
"God damn
king.
it."
That's my papa.
And as you can see, it's floating across the bottom of the screen there at Lazy Goalie helping us out. Better known as Rude Boy Kyle. Do you
the counter.
Do you remember when I was calling you lazy goalie and you were like about the
Yeah.
name, and I'm like,
I do.
I think it's hilarious because
Yeah.
what's more hilarious than a goalie who's lazy, right?
Yeah, it's
It's just funny.
counterintuitive, but
Right.
it
Exactly.
gets the job done. That's what I try to do.
And it's be as lazy as possible and still get her done. No. It isn't lazy. That's not what the LZ is. It's just always. I thought it was a joke, so that's where I get the LZ from. And 35. That's Rude Boy's number right there. 35. Bam.
Mm.
I was trying to get some energy in the stream. Dembski, thanks for joining us for the chat, by the way. And yes, like I said, I don't think Midnight Rocker has had Vegemite, and he does need a tub of the Vegemite.
We need, them send it. Mhm.
Full send.
I want to try it. I will literally try anything,
It's so bizarre to me.
literally. Even if I hate it. Like
I would
you're
call
here.
it the Malort
Oh, yeah.
of toppings.
The Malort
If you're
of
familiar,
spreads.
if you're familiar with,
This is today. This
yeah,
is
I'd call it the Malort
this is today.
of condiments, I guess.
If you've not had Malort, you can have that at Thomas Moriarty's too.
There you go. The pride of Chicago.
Right down
Well,
here across the,
I'm sure
river.
Rachel can make you anything you want.
Mhm. I do want to throw out real quick because I know Howard's got a phrase that he's working on. He's been painting it real nice for about the past hour, and he's ready to display it and lay the smacketh down. But I want to throw this out there, and I don't know, Rude Boy, you might be aware of this, but I don't know if anybody else is. So the company Fanatics, and they're a pretty big company these days.
God,
Any
don't
of
get me
the
started.
oh boy, any of the sports teams that are out there in any sport really, along with WWE and a few other promotions
Steak.
that are of that level, they also work through Fanatics. Now, Fanatics has T-shirts, sweatshirts, jerseys, memorabilia, all kinds of cool stuff, okay? Here's the thing. They, as in Fanatics, are now an NHL uniform partner for 23-24 moving forward. Thoughts on just that?
I thought their move to Adidas was a poor choice. But now moving to Fanatics and seeing, I've seen some Twitter posts of people who have ordered Fanatics products, well, the branded ones. Me personally, I have ordered Fanatics products that are labeled as the Pro line, but it's something that they've been okay quality. But I've seen people that have jerseys that are wrong colors,
Really?
wrong teams. I've seen something where they have the Islanders blue color, the New York Islanders, and the logo says New York Rangers. So it's like they printed the Ranger logo and everything on it, but it's the
I'd be
New York.
They're
be
both
so
the same
mad.
anyway.
Yeah, well, I've also there's a dedicated Twitter account why Fanatics sucks.
If I get a Colorado
something-
jersey with Mark Pitter's number on there,
Yeah,
or if I get a Minnesota Wild jersey with Mark Pitter's number, I would be like, hey, we need to take this back.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it's almost like he's obviously an accomplished professional in his own right, but it's something that if the letters or the logos start peeling off of it, I would be pissed too.
Mm-hmm.
So
For me, all
Yeah,
the
it's-
Fanatic stuff that I've purchased has been good quality stuff.
it's been decent, but it's something that you have to sniff out the real quality stuff.
Yeah, and I think you do need that extra quality control because, like the
Yeah.
old Sioux jerseys, we had the authentics that were the
Mhm.
on-ice Sioux jerseys, and then you had the
Mhm.
replicas. And you knew the difference between the price tag, number one, but also the material and then the simple things in the jersey, like the
Yeah.
strap in the back, right? You put it to your trousers so then your jersey doesn't come up. But I haven't been too disappointed in the Fanatics stuff. Even the shirts, they do look pretty good. I like what I've ordered. This specific deal starts the 2024-2025 season, so we have another year before it takes effect, and it's a 10-year agreement.
The issue is when like back when CCM had the jersey contract with the NHL.
Yeah.
You could go online, even to the Fanatics website. I remember ordering an Ed Belford jersey, authentic quality, and it showed up as authentic quality. But it's something where they went to Adidas, and it's like they came up with the Adidas line. They came up with like the Fanatics off-spin breakaway jersey. And there's a very large market for authentic game weight jerseys, and the quality difference is night and day between something that what they label as authentic on Fanatics and something that you get at the rink, and something that you say, I want this name, I want this number on the jersey, and you can feel it and you know the difference. And like you said before, it was something where you say, all right, I'm going to pay $250 for a jersey. I know I'm getting something that these guys are wearing on the ice right now.
So I have good
But
news.
now-
Good news for you, Rude Boy. In that also starting in 2024 and 2025 for that season, they will produce the official on-ice versions that will be for sale on Fanatics.com as well. And the reasoning that they haven't had the same ones is because they haven't had to produce them, apparently. But the replica ones will still be available, but they will also have the official on-ice variants
Well, that's
for
good.
purchase. So
That's good to hear, because it's
Even
something
like-
that you go to buy something and you think you're paying for authentic NHL quality, and you get something that's made out of bees wings, and then people get pissed off. So
Well, even like I was at the Mall of America the other day, and I did a stream there,
sure.
and they have like they're going like they're trying to fight against that because so many people are trying to do the fake authentic jerseys like and stuff like that, and like they have so many good stores now at the Mall of America that are like authentic, like they had like Bison jerseys, UND jerseys. Like they're trying to get rid of all the people that are trying to fake against that. So it's cool that they're doing that. Like even the Mall of America, getting those people out, and like they had like signed jerseys that were authentic, like it was some guys from I don't know like UND players, but they had UND players that had signatures, and like NDSU Bison football players, Viking players.
Sure.
And it's nice that they're thinning that stuff out like that, though.
Well, people are, well, at least people our age, I'd say, are used to, like, if you see the word authentic or on ice or something like that, you say authentic or pro.
Yeah.
I would expect the jersey that I ordered to be the same exact thing that those guys are wearing on the ice right now. Whereas you see something now and it's like, well, they used to be $250. Now they're like $190, and they're not going to be the same. So they're either cutting corners or they're producing an A jersey for the team, a B jersey for the market, and a C jersey for the people who are just wanting to go to a game and wear a jersey. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's they've overcomplicated it for a reason, and it's only to make money. So,
That's how she goes.
we'll see if the players like it.
Yeah.
And with all of that debate, Kidder, we've been talking for quite a while, and it's time that we wrap this up. Besides, I got kids who are going to be up at like 6 and
Right.
sleep. You know, it's a thing. I like to engage in.
I'm not gonna lie, that Shania Twain is kicking my ass here, and I'm about falling asleep.
Shania Twain.
Do you feel like a woman?
I feel like something.
Yeah. So, Kidder, we need to wrap this up. We do it the way we've always done it, with some cheap plugs.
Okay. Well, the first thing, our website, beerbluesbs.com. That is our website in cyberspace, our home for you to buy us a beer if you'd like, or check out the merch store. Again, beerbluesbs.com. The second thing is, please like us on our YouTube. Click the subscribe button. You don't even have to click the little annoying notification bell. Just click the thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. And if you made it this far in the stream, you're either really drunk and you left it on, or you really like us. You really, really like us, and we appreciate that. So click the thumbs up, please, and thank you there at youtube.com/beerbluesbs. Hey, also in the bottom of the screen, if you're watching the video version, is our Facebook address, and that is facebook.com/beerbluesbs. You can also just search Beer Blues NBS on Facebook, and please, again, give us a follow. The same thing with our Instagram, instagram.com/beerbluesbs, or just go on Instagram, the gram, and search for Beer Blues NBS. Please give us a follow there as well. We are on all of the above, and that's just the video and social aspects of the show. Aside from those, we are also on every audio platform that's out there, from Spotify to iHeartRadio to Pandora. We're on Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb. We're on Google Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and even YouTube Podcasts. And again, at the bottom of the screen, you can subscribe, youtube.com/beerbluesandbs. You know what? I'm even going to play the little animation again. Boom! There it is. Subscribe, please, to Beer Blues and BS, the podcast where you have maybe not the most fun, but we have a lot of fun. And we appreciate you for joining us throughout the show. I talked about the merch store. That is the place where you can join us and find great quality merch like these pint glasses. Again, you can get a pint glass, many different styles. The Triple B variant that I just showed. Look at that local geek showing off his Triple B pint glass as well. It has the website right at the bottom, so you don't even forget beerbluesbs.com and click on merch. Another variant right here is the Kidder's Old Fashioned approved recipe, and that, of course, is whiskey or bourbon, some simple syrup, a zest of an orange peel, and a couple dashes of bitters, and no freaking cherry! No cherry. Get that crap out of here. BeerBluesBS.com, click on merch. I have another pint glass upstairs. It was rinsed out and is awaiting its use once again. Aside from that merch store, we do have the Streamlabs Tip Lounge. If you want to drop us a tip, like you see at the bottom of the screen, Lazy Goalie buying us a beer, a round, even more, a whole 24-pack. Lazy Goalie bringing the suitcase these days. And that link in the chat there, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs. So please, again, help us continue the show, keep it going. And for this live show, I think that is about as many cheap plugs as we can put in there. Who else wants to put in a cheap plug? Going once, going twice. Anybody?
Congrats on 2 years, boys. Been awesome. We'll keep it going.
Kidder, you forgot the mystery giveaway of something.
The mystery giveaway of something. I got something for you here, JS. I got a box for you.
Oh man!
Got a box.
Remembering the
more of
good
that.
times.
One
Suitable
lucky
for
viewer
framing.
will win 1 can of Sunny D.
Look, I even
Crap.
flattened it so then you can put it in a poster frame right behind you. Add to that wall. The ghost of Jimi Hendrix will approve. All right. Going once, going twice. By the way, JS Gunslinger, he's got some awesome salsa. He's got the Pet Place Grooming. Check him out in the Bismarck, Mandan, and surrounding area if you have a pet who wants to get groomed or wants to have a place to enjoy some time while you, the owners, go and enjoy something else. And if you need something spray foamed, JS Gunslingers, your foaming son's a bitch. He can foam that sumbitch so much that the sheetrock comes out on each side.
Well, we can do that, but I will say, Kidder, that was your fault. But if you want proper application of the spray foam, give me a call. If you want your sheetrock to blow off the wall, by all means, call the Kidder.
I mean, in all fairness, we didn't know that was going to expand that much, did we? We wanted to make sure that, air and the outside would stay outside, right?
Yeah. That's what happens when you use cheap cam foam and not professional, proper application of spray foam.
Okay. Anyway, I suppose that's about it for this stream. By the way, you see Midnight Rocker 101 waving his hands there. You can join him, twitch.tv/Midnight Rocker 101. He's live right now. If you have Amazon, give him your free Prime sub, or if you want to also open up your wallet and give and help his stream going, you can also do that there. Twitch.tv/Midnight Rocker 101.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the Prime subs and the follows tonight. You guys are amazing. Mark and Howard, it's been an honor to be on your guys' show. Every time I come on, you guys are the most amazing people I've worked with, and I love working with you guys, and hopefully we can do many more. And happy 2 years to you guys. You guys
Happy
are
3
the
years
best
to you.
podcast show on YouTube. Lisp Loves Cats 33.
I already subbed a long time ago, so
We love you guys, and
Thanks for smashing that sub button.
yeah, thank you guys. From me to Alyssa, congratulations, Howard, Mark, for the 2 years. We love you. We love you guys, and you guys keep going. We want to see you do 5 to 10 more years.
Oh, man, that's a lot of episodes.
You know.
Good God Almighty, stop the damn match!
Right?
Both those guys got a family. Yeah. Anyway, Howard, final closing thoughts on this monumental 2-year anniversary as we get this thing done with.
It's been a good 2 years, and we still got a lot of good stuff coming up. And hey, I'll leave you on a fun Easter egg. If you happen to look at the thumbnail we put on the live stream, there just so happens to be a thumbnail because it showcases all of the thumbnails for all of the episodes that we have done this past 2 years. There are a couple of hidden things in there if you look really close, but good luck finding them, including an episode that's not out yet. So there you go.
Well, it's been a good Friday. I don't know what you mean about Easter eggs, but I'll have to take a closer look.
I always hide Easter eggs and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
And the
I've been
thumbnail
looking.
for your ease of viewership was posted with the We Are Live post. So it's on the book face, it's on the gram. Just make sure you click the sub button and peruse. So, let's do a quick round around the horn and then cut this thing off because we've been. Well, I don't want to steal your line. You could say that. JS, closing thoughts.
Shania Twain's great beer. I have a dill pickle sticker on a cup, and
next week.
I'm a little drunk, so y'all have a wonderful night.
Woo!
See you
Yeah.
later.
Mission accomplished. Lazy goalie, Rude Boy Cow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been awesome to be a part of so many shows with you guys, and it's I really enjoy it. It's a great way to spend some Friday nights, and especially with the live episodes now. It's a fun new twist to the beer, blues, and BS dynamic that we've got going on. So cheers to another 2, at least.
Well, thanks, Rude Boy. Brother Nico, closing words of encouragement.
No, not really. Just congrats on 2 years, guys. It's been a pleasure being part of it, and yeah, hope to see many more.
And we, of course, have the local geek, the brewmaster of the Triple B himself. Any closing thoughts, like what you're brewing up and what you'll be serving up to us soon?
So, congrats on 2 years, first of all. And as I mentioned earlier, probably one of my next beers I'm doing is going to be a Spotted Cow clone. So, with any luck, we'll get some Spotted Cow to have right alongside that and do a side-by-side comparison to see how I did. I've also got a little test batch that I want to try to do for you guys. It'll be the Triple B triple something.
Oh.
Triple IPA, I hope.
It'll be right up Kidder's alley if that's the case, right?
Everyone's favorite.
I will drive that SOB right down to Des Moines.
We're gonna make some extra Christmas tree just for you, Kidder.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it.
I mean, I've got a whole 2 ounces of Centennial hops sitting here. So.
Ooh.
It's going to be good. Well, thanks for the preview for that, Local Geek, and thanks for fueling us here. I know that there's still a few beers in the Triple B fridge back here that have your contribution name on them, so thanks for that.
Yeah, I did give you guys a little bit of an arsenal in the last few weeks.
Yeah. We'll get through them one way or another. And there's some more premium live events on the way and AEW pay-per-views, so we'll make them through. Don't you worry, they won't go to waste. So thank you for that. I suppose Howard, you got a closing line?
Well, you already asked me my final thoughts. So...
I know your final thought. I just asked you if you had a closing line, like
listen,
stop
you're
talking
the one.
and hang it up.
No, I was whispering that about like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well,
Cue the music.
Can I do a final line real quick?
Sure. Go for it, Kate.
You
I wanna do a
skip
final
somebody,
line.
Kidder. Come on. Give him a shot.
I thought he had some final comments before, but we have. I don't want to skip. Tell us your thoughts.
I want to do a final line. In the future, I would like to, if I can, when I go to more Comic Cons, if I could do like some videos for you guys, shoot it back to you, and you guys could use my some of my videos for Comic Cons, and I'll be like, kind of do like, maybe we could work together. Like I'll do like maybe like a 30-minute segment on your guys' show, like, hey, I'm at this Comic Con, and shoot it to Mark in Howard.
I'm almost live, loud, and on location with Beer, Blues, and BS.
Yeah, something like that. I'd like to work more with you guys, and when I get to more places and do Comic Cons, and kind of outreach like that, you know.
Our 20
Something like
viewers
that.
would love that.
so we can, yeah. So I'm like,
that would be awesome.
I think it'd be, yeah.
So there's a tease when Midnight Rocker gets his trip to the Comic Cons and the big things, because we know that Kidder's log has a ceiling, so we let the actual professionals go to the things that and actually talk to people and do things. So that there's that. We'll love it. We're looking forward to it. It's a tease. So Howard said he put his foot down, and then he said that we've been talking for a while, so let's get out of here. So with that, I do have to say, remember, keep your Star Trek Deep Space Nine glass at least half full. I know I'm failing with that one. There should be some free beer tomorrow, and we will catch you on down the streaming digital Tuscan Highway. So have a good one. Thanks for joining us for the second anniversary edition of Beer, Blues, and BS.
Yeah.